Back to Mass Effect 3. The Citadel is back under control. We are going to go visit Ashley. First to get her on the team.
My wife was just sent back to active duty, and I'm about to get shipped out too. I was told you might be able to help me.
Of course. You're Neota's spouse, correct?
Yes. How did you know that?
We keep identity information on all permanent Citadel residents engaged in formal relationships with Asari. That way, should anyone require diplomatic aid, we can ensure prompt assistance.
It's wonderful. Then you can help me send my daughter back to my wife's family?
I'm afraid, however, that might be a bit difficult.
Alright, nothing to do with me.
They hit where? Damn it. How are we supposed to predict the moves of an enemy we don't understand? Divert to... do we have any AI-enabled fragments of Sovereign? Any Reaper code I could analyze? No? Well, then they'll keep outmaneuvering our fleet, and Asari worlds will keep burning.
Maybe I should just actually look around in general. First, try and grab as many quests as I can. No, we'll go straight to the hospital. Let's do that first.
Status recognized. 1 moment, please.
We got a job though. We got a quest. Oh, we need to buy
No, I'm seeing it here too. We're low on metagel and synthetic blood, and we don't have enough volunteers. If we could get the rings of Elune from the Salian Nebula, we could declare a cultural crisis. People would have to listen. No, they're not just symbolic. The Asari revere Elune. She wore these rings after learning medicine from a Thame herself. She was like a Dalatress for your people. If we displayed her rings, we'd get more Asari support in the hospitals.
Okay, that's 2 quests.
So, the nurse tells me you've refused to bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
Yes? Can I have a gun?
I'm sorry, no.
Maybe I could be transferred to another hospital then. Someplace unsecured. I could have a gun then, right? And no humans. Wherever you transfer me, it shouldn't have humans.
The humans are our allies. You don't trust them?
No, it's not that. How are my eyes? What color are they right now?
Maybe you could tell me what happened.
I think that becomes a support thing, and I don't want to give her a gun. I do not want to do that. That is a terrible idea. I'm certain that's the case.
Welcome to CERTA.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I'm not using Medigel, but...
CERTA is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
I literally haven't used a single Medigel all game. Which is odd, because in the other games I definitely did. Alright, let's go door by door.
Can I help you? I'm looking for a Drell named Thane Krios. Well, we have a Drell, but not under that name. He was injured. Stab wound. He's a regular patient here. It's all right, it's all right. I see. The doctors were able to repair a lot of the trauma. However, Mr. Krios is in the final stages of Keprel's syndrome. At its worst, Keprel's syndrome interferes with his blood's ability to carry oxygen. And he lost a lot. Now, they've given him transfusions, but frankly, there was a very limited supply of Drell blood on the Citadel. I'll get more. Give me his blood type. That's not going to work. Only one other Drell on the station is a match, and that Drell is in with him now. We did all we could to help him through surgery, but his body can't replace lost blood with new cells. Too much shock. His son, Koliat, he's in there saying his goodbyes. You might want to say yours.
Thane, no! McFain!
Commander Shepard, my father mentioned you were no longer incarcerated. I don't know if you remember me. I'm Koliak Krios. I came to donate blood and, well, He asked me to take off his oxygen mask so he could be comfortable. I don't think it will be very long.
Your father helped me save a lot of lives. I'd like to be here.
Of course.
Commander, I'm afraid I won't be joining you again.
You've done more than enough, Vane.
That assassin should be embarrassed. A terminally ill Drow managed to stop him from reaching his target.
I'll pass the word along.
There's something I must do before it gets worse. I must... Kalahira, mistress of inscrutable depths, I ask forgiveness. Kalahira, whose waves wear down stone and sand.
Kalahira, wash the sins from this one and set him on the distant shore of the infinite spirit.
Goliath, you speak as the priests do. You have been spending time with them.
I brought a prayer book. Commander, would you care to join me? Kalahira, this one's heart is pure, but beset by wickedness and contention.
Guide this one to where the traveler never tires, the lover never leaves, the hungry never starve. Guide this one, Kalahira, and he will be a companion to you as he was to me. Kolyat? There's something I don't understand. His last moments were those of a hero. Why pray for salvation?
The prayer was not for him, Commander. He has already asked forgiveness for the lives he has taken. His wish was for you.
Goodbye, Thane. You won't be alone long.
Pretty certain that's it. That's the end of Fame.
Choose who lives or dies. It's not what we do. We help our patients, all of them.
That's a nice sentiment, but it won't help when we run out of supplies. I've seen this happen in combat before. And we will run out of supplies. Have you seen the projections the administration center made?
I have. The situation is going to get worse. What's your point?
We can't deny the facts. If we prioritize them, some of our patients are in a much better position to survive. If we take care of them first and ration our supplies, we can save some now and enable ourselves to save more later.
We cannot do that. We swore an oath to help the sick regardless of their economic situations or their places in society. Who are we to choose who lives or dies? That's not what we do. We help our patients, all of them.
That's a nice sentiment, but it won't help when we run out of supplies. I've seen this happen in
I actually agree with the human physician, but Paragon's apparently Solarian, so...
We're fighting right now to protect the people you're talking about. If you let these people die, that fight is for nothing.
It's not that simple. If we aren't careful about this now, we'll end up losing everyone.
She's right.
Then we'll find a way. Look, we have more fortunate patients, right?
Yes, and I hate to say it, but the fortunate ones have far better survival odds.
And more credits. So we ask them for donations to get more supplies for those without credits.
What? Are you saying what I think you're saying? That's... You know, that actually might work.
Ye old bait and switch. Anybody in here?
I understand Paladin is very busy, but this is one of your own generals. He was stabbed with a poisoned blade by a Cerberus soldier during the attack on the Citadel. We can't identify the toxin. We're barely keeping him alive right now. It's some form of neurotoxin. If you could look at our charts...
Where the fish is...
Of course, I understand.
I thought she was here. Where is she?
Good luck.
Maybe she's on the ship.
There's got to be something. I don't know what Cerberus was packing, but we're going to lose this patient.
Without a new treatment plan, we're stuck, and I
Oh.
can't think of anything beyond what we've already tried.
I know, but I can't think of anything else. Can you?
Right, I'm getting a lot of missions just by walking around this hospital. Just by walking around the Citadel in general.
We were deployed to Tiptree. It's a small human colony. We were supposed to help with evac. The enemy was landing. Just scouts, the Turian things, a few of the big ones. We were spread over half the continent, getting colonists to shuttles, wiping out husks.
It sounds like you were doing good work.
Could I have a gun? I'd feel a lot better.
Just tell me what happened at Tiptree.
I'm not going to hand you a gun in a hospital, okay? That's just a very silly idea in general. Alright, the Presidium Commons.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Anybody got any missions? I'm just going to do a run around. What's this? Oh, wow. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that.
Cultivating serenity is possible even during times of crisis.
Thank you for shopping at Canala Exports. Welcome to Elcos Combine Arsenal Supplies.
Don't care.
It's my money and I'm closing my account.
Your account helps fund Citadel defense. If you shut it down and hide the money under your bed, it hurts the war effort.
And if Cerberus attacks again and takes the Citadel, my money is gone. I'll take my chances on my own. Thank you.
So you're fleeing the Citadel? Running to Sanctuary? If you trust the Council, you'll stay here.
Why should I trust them? They couldn't stop Cerberus. What can they possibly do about the Reapers?
Nothing if you take your money and hide.
Have you seen Palaven or Earth? You can't escape this war. At least here you've got the Council fighting for you.
But to fight, they need money. Money this bank has loaned them using accounts like yours.
Okay. Okay, damn it. I'll leave the account open.
Besides, how can someplace like Sanctuary promise more safety than the Citadel?
You're right. Guess all we can do is hope for the best.
Also, Sanctuary's a lie.
Listen, I thought of something. No, it can't wait until I'm back on duty. The Hesperia period. Their statues had legendarily accurate Prothean inscriptions. Can we use that? Yes, I know the Athena Nebula is off limits, but this... a classified project. It needs all the Prothean intel we can find. I haven't found any reliable pictures, but just think. If those statues had something that could help us, even today...
The Protheans really hate everybody. They don't discriminate. They don't discriminate per se, depending on how you look at it.
I can't believe how hard the doctors are working to keep that terrorist bastard alive.
He's in intensive care?
He got blasted by Cerberus. They think he's just another victim.
Okay. Oh, Spectres. Oh, so I can gain access to him.
Another Cerberus trap? Bomb or turret? How many this time? Clear the area until you've done a full sweep. You need a way to find their tech and shut it off safely. No, E-Crime still doesn't have anything. The tech they got off the bodies of a few Cerberus engineers self-destructed when they took it apart. Not much we can do, except pick up the pieces after another turret guns down on Mom and her kids.
These are control schematics for Cerberus turrets. Will these help?
Damn right they will. I'll have E-Crimes dig into them. Might even help us find the little presents Cerberus left for us. Thanks a lot. This is gonna save lives.
Thanks, man.
Scene contains large scorch marks that are acute fatalities. Entire area shot to hell. Precision shots. I heard the Geth use jamming towers to prevent auto-targeting. If we had tech like that, we might save some lives next time somebody attacks the Citadel.
I'm assuming that one I get from the Geth Dreadnought.
Security vids bring me a warrant.
You're stonewalling me? trying to protect you.
Hell of a job you're doing. See those scorch marks? Cerberus killed one of my servers right there. Where were you?
Hey, I lost friends too. If you care about finding the Cerberus informants who made it happen, you'll give me the vids.
Alright, so in this instance, I actually support the cafe owner, but who gives me the... Perfect, I actually do want to support the cafe owner. Great.
People are dying in this war. You don't get to use that as ammunition in your little pissing contest.
Thanks, Commander.
I'm trying to find Cerberus spies.
And you should be looking in your own office. I saw the news.
I know. Just, you're right. Sorry. I lost some friends and I'll go through channels.
If I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Okay, nothing there. Okay, I am getting a lot of quests just by walking around here, though.
Damn it. If we'd kept digging a few hours longer, we'd have gotten the obelisk of Karza. I know the Hades nexus is off limits. I'm not an idiot. Damn it, the Alliance needs that thing right now. The obelisk of Karza was supposed to contain Prothean language translations, like the Rosetta Stone for Protheans. Think of how much it could have helped us understand.
Okay. Let's go downstairs.
Welcome to Casa Fabrication Weaponry.
Casa Fabrication Weaponry hasn't forgotten Earth. Neither should you.
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods. Good hunting.
Good hunting. Why would I buy collector armor? Wouldn't I just get killed on sight?
Rules be damned. People have a right to defend themselves.
If you start selling weapons to everyone on the Citadel, CSEC will shut this whole place down.
CSEC couldn't protect us when Cerberus attacked. I'll take them to court.
You think a court is going to want more people running with guns right now?
Then I'll go to the wards and sell from the back room at Purgatory.
People are already scared. If you violate weapons laws, they'll just be scared and trigger happy.
Would a bunch of civilians shooting at anything that moves make the Citadel safer?
The commander's right. Maybe if the council organizes a civilian militia with training. Otherwise, they'll just panic and get themselves killed.
I just want people to be safe.
I know, but second-guessing CSEC isn't the way. What if we submit a proposal to start a militia?
Okay, that'd be something.
Yeah, exactly. That's a much better solution. That just looks silly.
Our customer service specialists are always interested in purchasing new technology.
Welcome to Cypertine Armory.
We appreciate your visit.
Alright, I think that's everything bought. They are?
Hello, Shepard. Nice to see you.
Okay, she has nothing to say. She just happens to be down there.
Commander Shepard, do you have a minute?
Sure. Who are you?
Can I help you?
Jordan Knowles, E-Crimes. It's an honor to meet you, Commander.
E-Crimes?
I've got a saboteur hacking key systems, power, communications. It's bad. If you've got time to help, check out this console.
Got it. Looks like a collection of access codes.
They're Batarian diplomatic codes, from back when they had an embassy on the Citadel. If you can use your Spectre access to find them, I can shut them down.
I can access restricted intel at the Spectre office in the embassy. If I find anything, I'll let you know.
A little reminder of where the Spectre office actually is. But
Enforcing the law. Same as always. Without that, everything goes to hell.
Look at Paladin, my friend. We're in hell. We should be looking for terrorists. The rest can take care of itself.
So the bar fights, the drunken disorderlies down by that purgatory place?
How does cracking down on that crap help us win the war? People need to blow off steam right now.
And how does letting the misdemeanors go help the war?
Less time spent on the light stuff means the Citadel has more money for defense.
Everyone on the Citadel knows we're at war now. You have to show them that CSEC is still in control. They need that security.
The commander's right. We need people coming into work every day. We need things to keep running. Otherwise, today's bar fight could be tomorrow's street riot.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Just feels so damn petty right now.
So much to do.
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Maybe these heating stabilizer schematics could help?
This is amazing. The colonists, my sister, will be most pleased. Thank you. I am in your debt.
No problem. That's done. Next.
I just don't understand why you're suddenly so conflicted.
Look, the asshole's in custody now. Killing him won't bring anyone back.
It's about justice. The man is a traitor and a murderer. You saw what he did to your wife, to my husband.
And didn't bat an eyelash. He's evil, there's no doubt. What's going on here?
I'm in position at CSEC. Draw them away, and I'll move in and make the kill.
Don't answer that.
The hell is that?
And Sue's home are hit by Reaper forces. Grissom Academy also fell to the Reapers when Elysium was attacked. Damn it, Blasto! I told you to bring in those Vorta alive for questioning. This one didn't have anything to ask them. You blew up half a level of Sakara Ward. It was an aesthetically displeasing habitat anyway. You don't get it, Kaji clan. Ever since they found Ezo on the Vorta homeworld, the council's been trying to make nice. Bottom line, you can't touch the Vorta. They've got diplomatic immunity. Then this one will not attempt diplomacy. You're also getting a new partner. Are you engaging in reproductive behavior with this one? Unless you want your Spectre status revoked, you're working in a joint operation with Boobin from CSEC. You know this one works alone. Look, I've had to talk them down from suspending you. I've gotten a pulmonary ulcer from dealing with this mess. I can't even eat solid food. You would benefit from shedding excess body mass, Chief.
I feel like there's a mission involving Blasto, actually, in this game.
No, the Krogan are the only race that can fight on the toxic world, so they need support. Well, ideally, something like a cacliosaur. They're good in mountains, immune to toxins, ferociously loyal to their riders. Yes, they'd be ideal. Unfortunately, they were driven to extinction during the Rachni War. So, unless we can engineer something new, Krogan on toxic worlds will have to fight on foot without support.
I'm certain that might also be Citadel DLC. Now to think about it.
If he's a terrorist, he ought to be locked up.
He should be shot. Gorex wanted for 6 bombings. 6. Killed both humans and Batarians.
He bombed his own people? Why?
He was part of a terrorist cell. Picked crowded places. Voya, Omega. Doesn't matter to these asshole fanatics who gets blown up.
Okay. Alright, well, I've been running a big circle at this point in this area, so let's go to Purgatory next.
Now arriving at ward level Purgatory.
You do not understand. The code of the ancients is the collected wisdom of our people. With overwhelming sadness, it was lost when the Kuna fell. Without it, we lack the guidance we need. With certainty, we need the wisdom of our ancestors in these trying times.
Okay.
How's the head?
Good. Concussion's almost gone.
Good. When I heard you were injured.
It was stupid. I should have ducked when that wall came down. Something good has come out of all this, though. Got new equipment. Sent me a set of Vortex armor. Man, summoning supplies sure messed that one up.
good.
It's great. I'd only be safer inside a tank. It's why Vortex gear costs more than I make in a year.
Okay. Let's go in here. Right, the drunk soldiers have vanished. Oh, I think that's Jack.
No, the problem is that our people are terrible at making war. The librarian Asha had sacred texts on the ways of the Huntress, the defining works on the art of battle. But the Nimbus cluster has already fallen, and our people are here dancing instead of fighting.
Based. Jack?
Ugh, this sucks.
What have you got there?
Duty roster for the students. It's what I do for fun now. They've got us spread out across Alliance units, reinforcing barriers, modding ammo, that kind of thing.
How are they holding up?
They're fine. They're not the ones reading duty rosters while on shore leave.
Complain if you like, but I think military life suits you.
Hey, running back to the Alliance was your lifelong dream, not mine.
Come on, plenty of combat, free room and board, and people you can depend on.
Yeah. Maybe your little suicide squad taught me something about teamwork. Speaking of which, thanks. My guys are handling the support stuff well. Still see some action, but they're not on the front lines. They've saved a lot of lives. It'd be a hell of a lot more fun with you. You find bigger fights. But the little shits are useless without me. I gotta stick with them. 'Cause I'm dependable now, apparently. I blame you for this, Shepard.
Come on.
What?
The duty rosters can wait. Right now, you're on shore leave.
Shepard, everybody knows you can't dance.
Well, Shepard's got the best dance. Shepard's the greatest dancer of all time. What are you talking about? His dance moves are to die for.
Yeah, this place is so clean it squeaks. Anyhow, thanks for the drink. But why'd you drag me out here?
You still got that poaching pretty?
Yeah,
Looking for work?
might as well. What you got?
Okay. Edie.
I'm curious, what material is your base made from?
The surface is a flexible biomimetic nanomaterial over a metallic skull. The skin uses shear thickening technology to help protect the central processing unit in the head. If the skin is struck or shot, it solidifies to absorb the impact. It also is capable of limited self-healing.
And what about the hair?
It is of similar construction. For defense, I have set it to cohere into a solid piece. However, for infiltration purposes, it can be parted into individual strands. If it has recently been exposed to water, I generally can't do a thing with it. If I'm not needed to answer an inquiry, I would like some time alone.
Well, I'm not going to start dancing.
Shepard, you made it. Come have a drink with me.
Here we go.
You're looking happy?
You had it right. Yesterday can't change. Tomorrow, we might all be dead. Today is what matters. I'm not wasting it.
I wouldn't have thought a club would be to your tastes.
You don't have to get all hot and bothered to appreciate graceful dancing. There's an energy here. There's light. And some of the eye candy in the crowd isn't too shabby either.
The eye candy on the stage is fine by me.
Good. I sure don't need you as competition. Here.
To you, Steve.
And to you, Shepard. A good friend when I needed one most. Thank you. For everything.
Alright, I think that's the Steve quest done. I don't need to worry about Arya. At least I don't think I have to worry about Arya. I'm just gonna leave. So, if I'm right, Steve should survive the whole game now. Right, let's go to the embassies again, because we need to do stuff with the Spectre status. Actually, before I do this, let's go to the docks. Let's do this. Grab all the quests from here and then go, because there might be other things that I need Spectre status for. Be back in 2 seconds. Go. Surely we don't have that much longer on the Citadel now, but...
The galaxy needs to understand what these refugees have been through. Can't you let me in?
No.
I only need a couple of hours of footage.
What's the deal with this guy? There's something about this guy. I kind of feel like I want to tell him to not go in. But I could be misremembering. Oh no, opposite. I know I'm wrong. I swear there's one where there's a...
Aren't you Commander Shepard?
I am.
Solik Vast, documentary maker. Please, maybe you can help. I'm trying to document the stories of the refugees coming to the Citadel. Their loss, their sacrifices, their moments of bravery.
Something holding you back?
CSEC won't allow me on the docks. They say I'd be disruptive. But you could catch a few quick shots for me.
There are lots of refugees on the rest of the Citadel.
It won't have the same impact as seeing crowds trapped on the docks. We all need to help each other. I want this documentary to shock people into action.
Good idea. The galaxy should see what these refugees have been through.
Thank you, Commander. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. If you could just take a few shots with your Omni tool in the refugee camp.
That Turian looks like Ganon in the back.
I think it needs to be more about the refugees. Yes, that's just what this documentary needs. I think we might need a different subject.
Thanks, man.
Welcome to Batarian State Arms. Pressure's okay. No infection so far.
Can I talk to him?
Only if it's important, Commander. He's hurt bad. Take down the sedative a bit, but hurry. I peg his survival at 50-50.
I don't remember. Well, I just got this quest, so.
Are you Gorek?
Go away. Nothing to say.
Not even what a terrorist is doing on the Citadel?
You!
Do I know you?
Every Batarian with someone on Eratop remembers your face.
The planet that got caught in the Alpha Relay explosion.
You butchered a colony. Only regret. Don't have the strength to.
I destroyed Eratot's relay to stop the Reapers from pouring through.
Easy for you to claim now that they're here. Don't pretend you have any remorse.
You think I didn't feel guilty? I destroyed a colony. I've thought about the people who died. About how I couldn't warn them in time. In the end, I didn't have a choice. But I'm sorry. If that means anything.
If you're so remorseful, if you have any real guilt, show some mercy. Unplug this machine. Let me join my family.
Ooh. Alright, what do I get for doing either of them? Yeah, sure. Let's go. See you later, Gorek. Took his money too. Oh, that was easy enough. Okay, nothing here. James?
I believe those are my credits. I believe those are my credits. Hey, Commander.
James, enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Try not to lose everything. Those clothes are Alliance property.
Have a little faith, loco.
I have a little.
I'll leave him to it.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, I've assumed full control of Eclipse, and we're committed to moving forward with Aria.
Okay, cool.
There's nothing this galaxy can't beat if we all work together.
He sounds very chipper.
Listen, please, we just need more food. I can give you the location of some ruins. Prothean ruins on Gay Hinnom in the Hades Nexus.
About time.
If you could get past the Reaper patrols, I'm sure you'd find something valuable. That's got to be worth something. Please, my family is starving.
Alright, that's
About time.
About time. Got him.
I'm waiting.
Waiting? Waiting for who?
For my parents. They put me on the rescue transport and said to wait for them here. They'll come find me as soon as they can.
I guess this is a safe enough place. Look, if anyone bothers you, let me know. I'll take care of them.
Sure thing, sir. Thanks.
Oh, poor girl. I think it becomes really, really apparent that the parents aren't coming back. This is not being called Disgraced Commander Shepard anymore.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination.
The embassies, I guess, is the next one. Looks like we're doing a lot of Citadel action, which is not surprising because I was expecting this to be the... I was expecting this to be the side quest stream.
Look, I filled out all the forms you requested and jumped through every hoop. I don't even know where Nyota is, and I'm gonna be deployed soon, too. Everyone's been called back to active duty since Earth was attacked.
I understand, but
I can't leave my daughter here alone. I need to send her back to Thessia, to her family.
these things are very complicated and usually take a very long time. It's even worse with everything going on right now. I'm very sorry. If you can't accept a fostering by proxy until her file is processed, there's nothing more I can do.
Is it because Thessia's getting wrecked as well? Let's speak with Bailey. Hey, you got anything for me?
So many pieces to put back together since the Cerberus attack. We're reeling from the implications. Udina in league with Cerberus trying to murder the Council. These are dark days for all of us.
Thought you'd be in the hospital.
If I'm breathing, I'm working. Probably the worst I've ever been hurt. Fitting, I guess, given the state of the galaxy. But if Cerberus thinks a few slugs is gonna keep me out of action, they've got another thing coming.
Can this station be defended?
The internal security breaches have been patched, but we're dangerously low on manpower. We're grilling our own people and trying to figure out if Udina acted alone, but it's time-consuming. All in all, we're still vulnerable, but I think we've taken the right steps.
All that time you were working for Udina, did you ever suspect?
Always rubbed me a little wrong. Still, that traitorous bastard upped me. Probably made me for an idiot. I guess I proved him right.
He's dead, and you're still here, Bailey.
Thanks to you. If you hadn't shown up, Udina and Cerberus would be dancing on my grave.
You hear anything about your family out there?
Not a peep. Always believed I'd get a chance to tell my ex-wife a few things. And my kids on Earth. I was supposed to visit them. First vacation in years, but I had to cancel when I got promoted.
Don't give up hope, Bailey.
Thanks, Shepard. I'm really trying not to think about it.
How does the Citadel fit into the war now?
The war finally found us. This is so far beyond our imagination, and we have been trained to expect the unexpected. Since the coup attempt, folks are shutting down and shutting in. I hear a lot of praying. And crying. They're saying this is the war to end all wars. Well, I haven't seen anything to say they aren't right.
No time for rest. Good luck, Bailey.
Yeah, you too, Shepard.
Thanks, man. I think that's the final time I've got to speak to him. Could be wrong. There could be a side quest that brings me back to him, but I think that's the end of Saul Ty's appearances. Alright, Spectre World. Let's go. Oh, wow. That is super expensive. That is the best sniper, though. Give me that. Alright, okay. Batarian access codes. With Spectre-level access codes, it is possible to bypass standard security protocols and track top-level diplomatic dispatches. The locational consoles accessed using suspect ciphers will be uploaded to the Spectre's Omni tool and highlighted for easy detection. Enable. Location for Batarian patient. A Batarian patient named Gorek is located in a makeshift clinic in the temporary refuge camp. refugee camp at Docking Bay E24. He is suffering from undisclosed but severe injuries. Medical staff from Huerta Memorial Hospital have provided painkillers, but there is no viable long-term treatment. Because of the Batarian hegemony refuses to share records, no data on Gorek is available prior to his arrival on the Citadel. Well, that's dealt with. Surveillance authorization. CSEC has requested a number of surveillance warrants in an attempt to find evidence that would incriminate Cerberus informants on the Citadel. Officers have tapped public surveillance feeds but do not have legal access to private security feeds. Better authorization would enable CSEC to tap into business feeds without informing agencies. What am I doing here? Oh, there's literally no reason not to. You get war assets. First Irune financial report. This financial report is for the top-level embassy access only. According to financial estimates from First Irune Investment Trusts, a division of Elcos Combine, the Citadel races cannot sustain the cost of the war effort for more than 1 year. Although military spending has stimulated certain market sectors, shortages and rationing in other areas have depressed the financial system. Civilian discretionary spending has fallen except in entertainment areas like escapist vids and drinking. First Irune is borrowing heavily to provide funds for key functions across the Citadel, but if the war does not end within the next year, galactic financial collapse is inevitable. Authorized civilian militia. CSEC has fielded requests for a civilian militia to defend the Citadel in the event of another attack. Many CSEC officers believe a militia would benefit the Citadel's state of readiness and improve morale, but they lack funds and clearance for the program. Spectre authorization would allow CSEC to begin training civilian volunteers using funds normally allocated for executive bonuses. Yep, another reason not to again. Medical supplies. Medical supplies originally meant for occupied zones have been rerouted to the Citadel because the Reaper invasion has made delivery impossible. The supplies are currently in lockdown on the docks, but can be released to the Huerta Memorial Hospital under Spectre authority. Again, I don't really see any reason why not, but yep, no reason why not again. Civilian deportation order. Commander Bailey has requested assistance with a con-man who is preying on refugees. The man has exploited loopholes to delay his arrest. Spectre authorization would allow CSEC to immediately deport the con-man from the Citadel. Yeah, sure. Citadel entry authorization. Instructors at Grissom Academy have requested facilities on the Citadel to train young students who escaped the attack on the school, but who are not yet ready to join the older students in combat. Citadel authorities will find room for the students if a Spectre approves the request. Oh yeah, again, kind of feeling like that is no issue. Yeah, let's go. Great! Just got a shit ton of war assets. I think before I continue looking around the Citadel for extra shit.
This is a problem, boss. Cerberus has changed their ciphers, and our code breakers aren't getting anywhere with them. I've got our best teams working in shifts on it, but ensuring Citadel systems integrity is just gonna take time. If we can get some of their field encryption tools, maybe sample ciphers. I understand. Keep trying.
Yeah, I feel like I've got to go, I want to go to the galaxy now. Go hunting for a bit. There's gonna be no story advancement today at all while I clear up all this shit.
Spectre status. One moment, please.
We gotta go, and then essentially we gotta come back.
Now arriving.
Just in case anybody's waiting for me and I don't know it.
I've got your briefing, Private. Let's fill you in before the squad arrives. The Alliance is posting us to an ezo mining facility on Zani. It's a low-gravity planet, toxic atmosphere. You'll be expected to maintain full survival gear. Any questions?
Are we playing security, Sergeant Olenby?
No, Private. We are not.
Okay. Nothing to do with me.
I had a friend in security at Sonax, and there was definitely Prothean tech on Garvug. I know the Valhallan threshold is Reaper territory now.
There we go.
Prothean tech could help the Crucible. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm aware this is an unsecured channel. Yes, understood. Thank you, ma'am.
It's an unsecure channel, you crazy bastard. What are you doing? Fuck me, it's wartime. Even I'd chew you out for that shit. Alright, let me go down there and see if anything's down there before I leave. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. Let's go hunting for a lot of this shit. Which means a lot of reading, because there's probably a lot of galaxies now. Oh, hey, lady.
Shepard. I don't know what to say. I'm trying to go over everything in my head. Make sense of it.
Your bandages were still fresh. How did you end up working with Adina?
You saw me in the hospital. I was going crazy. Felt like I was letting everyone down. When Udina offered to make me a Spectre, I thought it was a chance to do some good.
Well,
I couldn't just sit back and watch either.
Yeah. But it sure turned into a mess.
I never wanted to put you in that situation. We're on the same side.
I can't believe it came to that. We were so close to...
Ash, it's okay. We figured it out. We stopped Adina and got to walk away. That's the important part.
I can't believe he was responsible for all of it. Was he indoctrinated?
It's hard to say.
How do we fight something that can worm its way into your head?
With guns.
Oh. But we don't have a choice.
I fought a Reaper on foot.
I wanted to talk to you about that. Hackett asked me to join his team. It's a great offer, but I'd prefer to ride this thing out aboard the Normandy.
Welcome aboard.
Permission granted. Couldn't do this without you.
I'll grab my gear.
And Ash?
Yeah?
It's good to have you back.
Yes, sir.
Finally! It took 2 fucking games. Hey guys.
Shepard, I got Anderson patched in. I was just getting him up to speed.
Udina? That SOB was always power hungry. But this?
He wasn't in charge. Cerberus was just using him to take control of the Citadel.
What the hell for?
I don't know. Not yet.
Could have been a lot worse. Shepard stopped the assassination attempt on Counselor Valorn.
Kylane.
What?
Your assassin. I'll have Hackett send you my reports on him.
I take it you two have met.
Keely Sanders and I had our share of run-ins with him. I shot him in both legs once. Thought that might be the end of him. But he showed up again on Omega, even stronger.
Elusive Man patch him up?
That'd be my guess. Given what they were able to do with you and Grayson, it's a safe bet Lang's even more dangerous now.
I'll take
You die like all the rest is pretty badass.
Their attempts may have had at least one unintended side effect. I received word from the Asari Counselor. They're requesting an update on the Crucible.
Lang has them scared. Enough to send help?
Yes, the Asari and Solarians are both throwing in their support now.
How's your progress on the Crucible?
Good. Our estimates suggest we've completed nearly 50% of the known work.
So quickly?
Once decoded, the schematics are designed in such a way that allows our scientists to easily translate the information. It's not Prothean specific.
Are we any closer to understanding how to use it?
That's still open for debate. Utilized in the right fashion, our scientists are convinced it can generate enough energy to destroy the Reapers. The question is, how will it dispense the energy? And in what form?
You mean, how do you stop it from wiping us all out?
Exactly. We think the catalyst is the key to determining how to focus its energy, how to direct its energy at the Reapers alone.
I'm working on that.
You'll find the answers, Shepard. I'll send you an update on the schematics. And in the meantime, we'll keep building.
And we'll keep fighting. Make sure there's an Earth left to come back to.
You've always trusted me. I won't let you down.
We're still in this. The gods of war haven't given up on us yet.
Good luck, both of you. Anderson out.
Kratos!
Commander, the Turian fleet is stretched thin. We need more support ships. And the Quarians are willing to talk.
Understood, sir. I'll look into it.
Be careful. We've got reports of instability along the Geth border. Hack it out.
Alright, so we're at the Quarian part now.
Shepard, do you have a moment? A contact within Asari High Command was insistent I pass on a distress signal to you.
Something they can't handle?
From what I can tell, they sent several commando squads to investigate. None of them returned. They didn't ask me directly, but I think High Command is hoping you might help.
What's your take on this?
That they wouldn't ask for help if it wasn't important. The colony's coordinates are on the galaxy map. I'll try to figure out what's going on.
Thanks. We've already passed it. Right, Citadel Defense Force. A con artist exploiting refugees was thrown off the Citadel. Security improved on the docks as a result. Oh shit, I missed that guy at the entrance of... I walked past him. Spectre authorization released medical supplies from customs to Huerta Memorial Hospital, improving the quality of patient care. Spectre gave CSEC permission to tap into surveillance on private citizens. CSEC used the footage to make several arrests, improving security. CSEC was authorized to train a civilian militia, strengthening their defenses. Housing was found for students from Grissom Academy too young to work on the Prothean device. These gifted teenagers have been helping, however, by dealing with any repetitive problems that can't be delegated to VIs. That's essentially just a load of stuff about all the side quests you're doing. The Asari Shyala was rescued by Commander Shepard from the Thorian on Zeus Hope. Now she leads a militia of Zeus Hope colonists, waging a surprisingly effective campaign against encroaching Reapers. Shyala suspects the group's prior connection to the Thorian gives their soldiers an uncanny ability to sense one another, allowing them to think and act as one in battle. The long-term consequences of this connection are unknown, but for now at least, its effects are helping the cause. Many respected Asari scientists have used their long lifespans to become leading experts in their fields. Asari scholars often gain perspectives on how cultural shifts affect society, grasping the larger contextual forces behind new proposals, and using this to springboard into hypotheses years ahead of their time. The Asari science team working on the Crucible consists of some of the keenest scientific mavericks in the galaxy, eager to contribute to its construction. The Asari's second fleet is largely composed of frigates and fighters, embodying the Asari's hit-and-run mindset with a nimble swarm rather than a slower collection of vessels. The second is normally dispatched to protect colonies from pirate raiders or mercenary activity. The second fleet's fighter squadrons are intensely competitive, racing to break a new record set by other teams, but unquestionably loyal to each other in a fight. Updated, a group of Asari mercenaries sent by a matriarch friend of the commander have volunteered their services. They'll ride with the second fleet, deploying to combat zones if required. The Sixth Fleet has more dreadnoughts than any other collection of ships in the Asari Navy, and almost superstitious dread has grown around its entrance into conflict, as any war with the fleets has never remained small. It was the Sixth Fleet that flew against the Rachni in the beginning of the Rachni Wars, and it was the Sixth Fleet that liberated the first colony under siege in the Krogan Rebellions. Unfairly or not, its service people have a reputation for being sober, serious, and humorless. Nevertheless, the Sixth Fleet is a welcome sight for any ally when it arrives. The Destiny Ascension is the flagship of the Citadel fleet, a powerful Asari dreadnought unlike any other vessel in the galaxy. Captained by Matriarch Lidania, the Destiny Ascension evacuated the Council during the 2183 Battle of the Citadel, but was crippled by attacking Geth. Alliance fleets came in, taking heavy fire but saving the Ascension and the Council from destruction. The Asari have repaired and upgraded the dreadnought shielding and firepower, committing the formidable ship to the fight against the Reapers. A squadron of advanced fighter ships was liberated from Cerberus forces in Noveria. Fast, agile, and remarkably fuel efficient, these one-person spacecrafts packed surprisingly heavy firepower for their size. After the Alliance installed their own VI programs and swept for hidden bugs or transmission signals, they repainted the fighters and pressed them into service. Commander Shepard's interview with Diana Allers about bringing the Krogan into the Reaper War cast the Krogan in a favourable light, which drew even more of the clans to the Allies' banner. Cool. An Alliance Rear Admiral once unfairly dismissed the Solarian Third Fleet as nothing more than an overabundance of spy planes. While the Solarians rely heavily on gathering intelligence in any war, the Third Fleet's firepower is comparable to any other major naval force. Its vessel uses the latest Guardian defense systems with improved tracking algorithms to handle a greater number of projectiles than older models. Even its scouting flotillas have been armed with hull-mounted Phalanx cannons developed in conjunction with the Taurian military. Updated. Now that their egg clutches are out of danger, the Solarian colony Sanokwal is shipping out all of the materials and weapons it can muster to the Third Fleet. The Taurian Navy has the most dreadnoughts of any known species in the Milky Way. The Taurian hierarchy limited production of these ships only because of the Treaty of Pharixon strictly controls the number of dreadnoughts due to their destructive capabilities. The Taurian Sixth Fleet is technically classified as a peacekeeping fleet. Before the Reapers, it was chiefly used to patrol the space around the Citadel. Now it's ready to fly to areas trying to fight off the invasion. Cool. Well, we've already passed the war asset thing, so everything else is just gravy at this point. It's gravy. Yep. Yeah.
Commander, I've got a lead on something interesting. Have you got a minute? Commander, I've found something you need to see.
What have you got?
A group of Cerberus scientists cut ties and fled. Perhaps they finally realized they were on the wrong side. We don't know what they were researching, but they were among the Elusive Man's top scientists. They could help build the Crucible.
Maybe we could recruit them. Lots of Cerberus people think they're doing the right thing. I know I did.
And you were right, Commander. Whatever crimes Cerberus is committing now, I was on Horizon when the Collectors attacked.
Really?
You'll recall I mentioned growing up in the Terminus systems. I was visiting my family at home. While the Alliance was running studies, you were saving me and my family.
Has the Alliance tried to make contact with the scientists?
They've been unable to find them, but they're searching. As is Cerberus. I've been monitoring Cerberus communications. I've charted signal frequency from various Cerberus cells by location and cross-referenced known ship movements.
You found them?
I believe so, yes.
Nice work. Put it on the map and I'll give it a look.
It's on the map now, Commander. Thanks. Commander?
Getting loads of missions, it's crazy. Oh boy. Game night from Samantha Trainer. Commander, thanks for taking the time to speak with the civilian. I'd love to see how Commander Shepard kills time between missions. Why don't you give me a call if you'd like to grab drinks in your cabin? I promise a night of fun and games. Trainer. Citadel interview, your cabin. From Diana Allers. The networks are going wall to wall with coverage of the attack on the Citadel. Everyone's asking questions about Udina's death. Can I get an hour or so with you to talk about what happened? I'm thinking your cabin rather than the conference room so we don't get interrupted. I heard you knew the counselor personally. If you need some time alone or don't want to talk about it, just say the word. Diana. Meet me at the bar. From Jack. I've already done that. From Jack. The students are kicking ass and taking names. They're keeping them on a short rotation so they don't burn out. So we end up with lots of shore leave. Next time you hit the Citadel, come by Purgatory. I'll be there if I'm not blowing shit up in the field. Jack. Well, I've already done that again. ANN alert. New article on Cerberus from Alliance News Network Information Partners. Elysium, an evacuation shuttle, nearly destroyed it as it attempted to escape the Reaper-occupied colony of Elysium, was reportedly saved after a lone biotic worker intervened. The shuttle was carrying children who drew higher numbers of the colony's evacuation lottery, meaning that they were not eligible to board the first wave of shuttles leaving the planet. Their shuttle was saved when the biotic, identified by authorities as Aresh Agdashlu, engaged Reaper forces that were preventing it from taking off. Agdashlu had a history of drug abuse and criminal activity and claimed to have survived the Cerberus camp on Pragia as a child. Witnesses said he killed several dozen Reaper creatures before he was overwhelmed, providing the shuttle just enough time to fly clear. I think that's the guy from Jack's loyalty mission, I want to say? Derlesh Maul from Adrian Victus. Commander Shepard. Cerberus had just ambushed a Turian cruiser full of high-ranking hierarchy officials. The cruiser managed to escape, but its location was top secret. Cerberus couldn't have located that ship without inside information, and the only person who knew the cruiser's position was Follis Ambassador Din Korlak. I've heard ugly rumours of a bounty out for his head. My advisors insist I can't bring these accusations against Korlak myself. I admit they're right. The Turian and Volis economies are tightly intertwined, and now isn't the time for political crisis that would result. But the security of our fleets is at stake. I ask that you investigate Porlak in your capacity as a Spectre and find out if he is indeed a Cerberus mole. I forwarded information on his last known location to the Spectre office on the Citadel. Regards, Primarch Victus. Got a minute. From James Vega. Hey, Commander, just wondered if you've got some time in the near future. Nothing critical, just wanted to chat. Vega. Okay. Kai Lang's dossier from Stephen Hackett. Shepard, as promised, here's what we have on Kai Lang. From Alliance Record, subjects Kai Lang's dossier to Stephen Hackett. Name, Lang, Kai. Data Systems Alliance Military Enlistment, November the 14th, 2172. Age of Enlistment, 16. Credentials faked. Tours of Duty, 2172. Terminus Systems, Patrol and Reconnaissance. 2173. Exodus Cluster, Patrol and Reconnaissance. Reprimanded for taking medals from dead enemy officers. Sentence reduced in light of previous exemplary service record. 2174. Raid of Ention, recommended for Systems Alliance Medal of Valor. 2175. Kite's Nest, Tactical Reconnaissance. Accepted into Interplanetary Combatives Academy. 2176. Received N7 designation from Interplanetary Combatives Academy. 2176. Dishonorably discharged and imprisoned after charge of first-degree murder. Cerberus activities. Intel on Kai Lang's activities after joining Cerberus is spotty. What is known is that the elusive man arranged for Lang's escape from prison, employing him as an operative for the next 10 years. Lang is now believed to be the elusive man's most trusted agent, working as an infiltrator and assassin. His cybernetic modifications appear to include Cerberus's Phantom-class implants. Priority, Citadel Shorely, from Admiral Hackett. Okay, this is Citadel DLC. Commander Shepard, I'm ordering the Normandy into dry dock on the Citadel for much-needed repairs. She's seen a lot of action lately and needs a little TLC. A small army of techs will take care of the details once you arrive, so let's get your crew out of there. You're all on shore leave, that's an order. We need everybody at their best. One more thing, Admiral Anderson has an apartment on the wards. Head over there when you arrive. I hear it's a nice place, Admiral Hackett. Right, that gets put to one side for a very long time. We are not doing that for ages. That is pretty much one of the final things I do in this game.
Damn, I could really use something to shoot right now.
So Cerberus wanted to go into politics, huh? Nice job shutting those assholes down.
Didn't you used to work for those assholes? Something about leather seats?
I worked for Cerberus when they were vigilantes helping the helpless. Now they're a little too mainstream. And evil. The important thing is that you kick their asses. And also that Ash aced the don't shoot your commander portion of the Normandy reinstatement test.
Go easy on Ash. She's been through a lot.
Yeah, like drawing a gun on a superior officer, nearly getting the council killed. That's not gonna look good on the yearly performance review.
He's right.
Commander?
I like Joker because he just is. He's actually very accurate on everything that's going on, even no matter how crazy it is.
What's on your mind, Edie?
The destruction of the Reaper on Tuchanka. It is rare for a technologically superior force to be destroyed by an inferior one.
And get ready for the ending.
So now all we need is a gun that fires thresher maws.
That was a joke.
I'm sorry, Shepard. I was contemplating. The Reapers are more fallible than they proclaim. Despite its best efforts, the one on Tuchanka was destroyed by a worm. This has caused me to reassess the probable period of time before I am non-functional.
You're worried about dying?
In a sense. My processing power is consumed with calculations to help us combat the Reapers, but I can run those scenarios with the rest of the crew. May I ask you another question that troubled Jeff?
Here we go again.
What is the purpose of synthetic life?
It's not that different from organic life. A free-willed synthetic chooses what it wants.
But the purpose of organic life is to preserve itself long enough to replicate copies of its genes in succeeding generations. My purpose is not so clear. The other successful synthetic life forms that I have examined for comparison are
Just become Android 18.
And the Reapers.
Find Joker's your Krillin.
Reproduction isn't all there is. We find meaning in the work we do, good deeds we accomplish, love.
I see. I will search my files on the biographies of humans to see if prominent figures follow the pattern you suggest. It appears many humans did in fact do so.
That was quick. Gotta love quantum computing.
Shepard, I will alter my processing power to give priority to your stated goals. Duty, altruism, love.
Wait, you're just gonna turn yourself good? Can you do that?
It should take some time. If I have further questions, I will speak with you again. Thank you.
Are you and Ashley okay? The last time she saw that body, it wasn't exactly pleasant.
I have informed her of the situation. She is taking it well.
Good.
Hello, Shepard.
Okay, that's everything. Alright, I'm assuming Ashley's on the ground floor.
Commander, Dr. Chakwas sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the med bay.
Looks like we're wrapping up a lot of storylines here. Let's go down to the crew. Well, I'll just work my way down and then I'll do my cabin last. Oh, Garrus, why are you here?
Shepard. Hell of a day. Udina loses his mind, the Citadel almost falls, and you almost had to put down a friend.
Got a little tense there.
If it had come down to it, could you have pulled the trigger?
I don't see how. We start killing our friends, and war turns into murder.
But it doesn't always give us the easy way out, does it? At least Ash didn't have to join Caden.
Let's hope he's looking out for us. This was his fight, too.
Good to have Ash back. We can always use a friendly gun. Good to have Ash back. We
Okay.
can always use a friendly gun.
Anything else on that front? Anybody in here? Oh, you're in here. Hey. This is your room, I guess.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Alright, I guess you got nothing to say, though. After all that. I don't think anybody's ever in this room. I do like how Garrus just like slowly gets his way around the.
I have the latest reports on the Council, Doctor. Their security is in disarray, but it would still be weeks before we could attempt to position any agents in their personal staff.
And it's far too risky after Udina's coup. Postpone those deployments.
At once.
Alright, what we got? If anything, nothing.
Hello, Shepard.
Guess she has nothing to say?
Hello, Shepard.
Okay. Audio recording from Councillor Gajur's Senate office. Secretary Phillips. The emergency fund's gone, sir. We don't have the credits to hire enough ships to evacuate the colony before the Reapers get here. Not with the prices their captains are asking for. Councillor Gajur. What about the military? SP. They left an hour ago. They said it's too much of a risk to come back. CG. Did they? SP. Yes, sir. CG. Here. SP. This is a passkey, sir? And an inventory? CG. Phillips, I am authorizing you on behalf of this city's senate to seize any and all EZO stockpiles in our treasury in order to secure safe passage for our citizens on any available ships. SP. These look like private stockpiles. Senate members' stockpiles. CG. I'm foregoing re-election. Now get us those ships. SP. Yes, sir.
Please, enjoy your day.
I'll try, man, but I hate to break it to you. A lot of people are dying. Hello!
Speak with you, Commander.
Yes.
Commander, an opportunity has come to my attention that may interest you.
Is it drinks?
What's going on, Doctor?
Refugees arrived at the Citadel recently in possession of military-grade medical supplies and equipment. In reviewing our inventories, I determined we have an excess of medical supplies to treat contagion, exposure, and malnutrition.
They're equipped to help injured soldiers, and we have supplies to help suffering refugees?
Precisely. Perhaps you could ply your charms to broker a trade.
Isn't this something you could do yourself?
War profiteering is running rampant, and these refugees are wary of the Alliance military. They didn't trust me. But you are Commander Shepard, the hero. You could persuade them.
I'll find the refugees as soon as I can.
Speak with Tactus. Many of the refugees near the Citadel docks look to him for leadership. Thank you, Commander. With access to their equipment and materials, I believe I could increase the effectiveness of our Medigel.
Okay, cool. I don't use Medigel, but good to know.
It would help all involved if you could could barter a trade of medical supplies with the Citadel refugees. Speak to Tactus. You should be able to find him near the docks. It would help.
Okay, so she's just gonna keep saying that. That's fine. Anybody in here? See you later, Chakwas. Man, side quests, side quests, side quests. So let's go to the engineering section. Shavik, you been here?
Traitors are the worst form of enemy. In our cycle, we would remove their limbs one by one and offer them a choice. Eat their own flesh or starve. Your politician deserved far worse than a bullet. And if the other human had not seen reason, her death would be certain too. There is only one enemy in this war. Reapers. No others will be tolerated. I would like to visit the Citadel sometime, when it is not infested with traitors. I've heard about the Kyleng human you encountered. It is good to have a name for the enemy I will enjoy killing most. Yes?
Javik, unfortunately, you don't kill him. I do. And that's going to be through a renegade interrupt. Because I'm pretty certain that's how you kill him. Well, that's one of the ways you can kill him. You can kill him via renegade interrupt and just fuck him over.
Citadel in flames. A brazen attack by Cerberus repelled by CSEC. Alliance Marines explain the Council fleet's delayed response. We speak with the brave men and women who fought the good fight in the battle space. Commander, I've got some questions about the coup, but I'm online with my producer right now. Can we set up an interview in your cabin?
Yeah. We're going to do the cabin interviews very soon. Oh shit, yeah, I need to buy this dude's. Where the fuck was I meant to get this from? This dude needs, yeah, he needs this. Find one on the Citadel. How the fuck do I get one? Wow, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, nothing to say.
Nothing to report.
Shepard.
Okay. I'll just leave them until I get the thing that I need to do what I need to do. Well, Steve's a happy guy.
Never thought I'd be doing a combat drop onto the Citadel. I can't believe Udina. Great example to the other races, huh? That last mission on Noberia shows why I love the Kodiak.
All you did was drop them off and bugger out. How are you proud of that?
I seem to remember being shot at the whole time, and everyone coming back in one piece, Mr. Vega.
Yeah. Next time, park it and come join the party, Esteban.
Reviewing our maintenance schedules one more time.
Right, he's done. Alright, Vega, you wanted to talk to me.
Hey, Commander. I knew Udina was a dirty bastard, but I never would have guessed he was that rotten. This whole war is loco. I mean, can't they all see how we need to work together?
When people are scared, they're slow to trust.
Sure, but... what's the point? Look, just so you know, I've got a new shoot first, ask questions later policy when it comes to politicians.
Fair enough.
Hey.
Hey, James, you wanted to talk to me. I'm down here. Was that it? That you would kill politicians? Alright, let's do the cabin next. I best be careful here, because 2 people want to be in the cabin. Well, Trainer is fine. I might need to deal with them in order. I might need to deal with Trainer first. Yeah, let's start here.
Trainer, if you're not doing anything, I've got a few hours free. Would you like to come up?
Let's do this first.
Your cabin is gorgeous. I've seen apartments smaller than this. Well, Commander, ready to play?
Play?
I picked up a chessboard on the Citadel. GUI interface, not nearly as nice as real pieces, but this takes up less space. And I recall you delivered something that closely resembled a challenge. So, interested?
This is a trap, isn't it?
I'm just a simple lab scientist, Commander. I'm sure your real-world expertise will give you an edge.
You play chess all the time. Just getting destroyed.
Come on.
My word, Commander. It's almost as though you wanted to spare your pawns the indignity of living under my regime.
In real life, that tactic would have worked.
Well, in real life, one doesn't move on an 8x8.
Why can't they?
You know what I mean. The pawns are infantry. A good infantry line, like the Krogan, can take a charge like that.
That reminds me of a joke. What's the difference between Commander Shepard and a Krogan? One is an unstoppable juggernaut of head-butting destruction.
And the other doesn't have a smart-ass comm officer to keep him in line.
Ooh, that's even better than the number of testicles punchline.
I'm glad you didn't run back to the lab, trainer.
Thanks. So, rematch?
Hell yes.
Sweet. Alright, that one's done. Next. Alright, Diana Allers. Let's go.
Trainer, can you send Diana up? She wanted an interview.
Right away, Commander.
Ready for a chat, Commander?
I'm ready.
Commander, it's no secret that Council Space has suffered some serious losses to the Reapers lately.
Yeah, I have no fish.
Now Cerberus has struck directly at the seat of our government. If something as small as a human terrorist organization can hit the Citadel, is anywhere safe?
Cerberus has limited resources. This coup attempt was likely the best they could do, and it cost them a lot of money and troops. A little fear is understandable, but it can't paralyze you. They've failed as many times as they've succeeded.
But humanity has lost its counselor.
And that was
The
deserved.
Parliament is destroyed, and the Prime Minister's dead. The line of succession is getting pretty short. How long do you expect any new Alliance administration to last?
This interview is over.
Leaders will rise. You can't lose hope. Our enemies won't rest until they've taken the last human being. Until then, we're not beaten. Right now, it's everyone's duty to step up.
All right. Now a question from Thesia. Commander, during your tribunal, some said you had Cerberus ties.
Oh, God. Not again. I'm sick of this fucking question.
This is Diana Allers for Battlespace. Good night, and stay strong. Be careful, Commander. You keep feeding me like this, and I'll follow you home.
Let's keep it professional, yo.
I think we're just fine in front of the camera.
Oh, did you think? Of course you did. Me and my big mouth. I'd better get out of here before I send another wrong signal. See ya, Commander.
Alright, that's done. Sorted. Boxed. Wait, what? Oh, right, okay. That makes sense. Alright, James, you're next.
James, I've got some time if you want to talk privately.
On my way. Hey, man, how's it going?
Good, James. You?
Good, good. Wow. So this is what I can look forward to when I get my own command.
You want your own ship, Vega?
No, he wants the toys.
Yeah, maybe one day. When I'm old and I can't fight worth shit anymore.
You just come up here to make fun of your commander?
Sorry, Loco. I guess maybe I got some things on my mind. I wanted to get your opinion on something.
This dude has an anime, apparently.
Shoot.
What did you do when they asked you to join the N7 program? I mean, was it a no-brainer for you, or did you think about it before accepting?
The N7 program is a big deal, but it's also a big commitment.
I hear that.
You get the best training, best equipment, best assignments.
And they expect the best in return.
Yes, they do. Why you asking?
Well, even all the shit that's going on, somebody somewhere managed to track me down and forward an N7 commendation. It's dated the same day the Reapers attacked Earth.
You don't sound too thrilled.
Well, aside from the fact that there won't be an N7 program if we don't win this war, being a soldier's the only thing I've ever been really good at. And not 'cause I try. Hell, I'd have kicked my ass out years ago. Last time I had a command, I lost almost everyone, and they promoted me for it. I guess I'm just not sure if I'm ready to lead again. I don't know if I want that responsibility.
Okay, so this is what the anime is about.
You mentioned that before. What went wrong?
What didn't go wrong? We were out on patrol, checking on some strange readings, and the collectors hit. But they hit the colony first. By the time we got back, most of the colonists had been subdued or abducted, including our CO, Captain Tony.
So you were in charge?
Yeah. We laid low for a bit, waiting for a chance to strike, but before we could, we were betrayed. One of the colonists turned out to be a Cerberus spy working with the collectors. I had no choice. I killed him and destroyed the collector ship. But it got ugly. We lost most of the colonists and all but one of my squad. Not exactly a textbook operation.
You can't blame yourself for being put in a tough situation. And if you were promoted, then something must have gone right.
Sure, but...
If you'd saved them all, would things have worked out better?
I don't know. I don't think so.
The right choice is usually not the easy one.
Yeah. Did you know that before you joined the N7?
Yeah. That's why I was asked. And it's why they asked you. There's not a single N7 that hasn't sacrificed, either themselves or their soldiers at some point.
So you think I should accept?
Assuming we survive this, that's a no-brainer. You're a damn good soldier, Vega. Don't waste that opportunity.
I'll think about it. Seriously. If you don't mind, maybe don't mention this to anyone else.
Of course not.
Gracias. Well, I think I better get back to the hangar. Things here, it's a little too soft for me.
The bed's a lot harder than it looks.
I'll take your word for it. Thanks again, Loco.
Anytime.
Cool. Okay, no more emails. Very nice. Is that everything? I think that's everything.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available in the war room on VidCom.
Oh my god. Alright, back to the war room. There's so much to do. Hey man, I'm over here now.
Shepard. I was hoping you'd check in again.
You okay?
Been putting my old academy training to use. Organizing the resistance. You know, you've got quite a fan club back here. Any news we hear about the Normandy gives hope to the guys in the trenches.
I know what that's like, fighting in the dark. I'm glad we're making a difference.
It's more than that. A lot of these people have never held a gun in their life. When they heard that you managed to get the Turians and Krogan to cooperate, that was a shot in the arm, Shepard. Of the one thing we're in short supply around here, faith. That any of us will live to see another day.
How bad is it?
It could be worse, but not much.
Can you still coordinate any kind of counterattack?
We're hitting the Reapers every chance we get. Mostly guerrilla-style hit-and-runs, but it's not enough. It's time we started focusing our efforts.
Where?
London. Something big is happening there. Our networks in the UK say the Reapers have arrived in huge numbers.
I don't like the sound of that. Any more details?
No. And that scares the hell out of me.
Well, the Crucible will scare the hell out of the Reapers.
We're counting on it. Oh, and Shepard, I meant what I said earlier about Kai Lang. The Reapers may seem like our biggest threat, but take it from me. Lang is a vicious bastard. Don't underestimate him.
Noted.
Then I'll let you get back to it. We need whatever good news you can send our way. Anderson out.
Yep, so that's setting up the end of the game. Because that's where the final fight happens. The final fight's in London.
Commander.
Commander! That's me. I'm the commander. Alright, it's everything. Everybody happy? Alright, let's go hunting for items and shit now. Because we need to do that. That's the next part. We need to clear up all these side quests. Alright, what have we got? Oh boy. Let me just double check that there's no missions that are like, do this in 3 missions or everybody dies, because that would suck. Okay, so ex-Cerberus Scientist is going to be pretty long. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. But there is a fucking lot of missions that I gotta do. I am gonna start. We did that. Valhalla Threshold. God. It would make the most sense for me to start over here. Investigate the Asari colony.
I found something.
The rock and ice planet Itis' position was ideal for collecting data on extrasolar activity. According to star charts, the Asari had a small VI-run system of satellites in geosynchronous... I can't pronounce that word. Orbit with the planet. This system broadcast the first warning that Reapers had come through the mass relay, and mangled metal around the planet indicates that the Reapers did not appreciate their presence being advertised. Orbital distance 6.6 AU, orbital period 16.9 Earth years, radius 8,213 kilometers, day length 23.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature -146 Celsius, surface gravity 0.25 G. I do think this might be the last batch of planets, to be fair. I don't think you get any more galaxies now either. Tratagos, largely frozen ice except for liquid seas at the equator. Tratagos has the coldest winters of any Asari colony, taking it down near the second tier of habitability. Tratagos colonists are a hardy bunch, using the freezing winter months to test whether newcomers have what it takes to carve out a life on the planet. Tratagos' colonists are fighting the Reapers in a guerrilla war, their best resource being submarine vehicles that can slip under the sea ice to mask their heat. Unfortunately, these have not proven good tools for taking back population centres from the Reapers, and for now the colonists will have to be satisfied with commando actions to harass their synthetic oppressors. Orbital distance 2.3 AU, orbital period 3.5 Earth years, radius 7,682 kilometers, day length 29.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.76 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature -42 Celsius, surface gravity 0.9 G, 95 G even. The most temperate planet in the solar system. Cephenia is a terrestrial world with a light atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. Asari from neighbouring Tratagos built mining operations around the southern pole after discovering mountains with veins of iridium and osmium. Orbital distance 1.6 AU, orbital period 2.1 Earth years, radius 9,289 kilometers, day length 68.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.54 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 34 Celsius, surface gravity 0.71 G. The dense atmosphere of nitrogen and carbon monoxide has turned Zosteros into a hothouse of enormous windstorms that blow toxic gases non-stop. Its most valuable deposits are cobalt and polonium, which netted it a number 3 spot on a list of amazingly poisonous planets on the popular vid show Your Awesome Galaxy. The Reapers appear to have destroyed the camera drones here, as well as any scientific stations the Asari may have maintained. Orbital distance 0.9 AU, orbital period 0.8 Earth years, radius 10,598 kilometers, day length 71.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 30.95 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 406 Celsius, surface gravity 0.66 G. Not another... I can see something. Looks like there's another ring, but it's very faint. Maybe there is nothing there. Alright, I'll pick this up first. Yeah. Oh, fuck me, there's a lot. Oh, God. Let's go in. We found them. It's fine. Okay, what do we get? Intel. Very nice. Intact Reaper weapon. Gotta go!
Evasion successful.
Okay. Okay, so... Replanets? Near-gas is an icy planet far from the system's twin suns. Star charts indicate that Near-gas once orbited the binary star in a figure-8 pattern that proved too unstable to maintain. The planet is now hurtling out of the system. Orbital distance, NA, currently 26.6 AU from Halley. Orbital period, NA. Radius, 3,897 kilometers. Day length, 35.7 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure, trace. Surface temperature, minus 158 Celsius. Surface gravity, 0.38 G. Okay. This place is a bit of a mess. Carcosa? Carcosa was thought to be a naturally occurring hothouse planet until an Asari expedition discovered palatial ruins on its barren surface. Likely the seat of an ancient city, the crumbling edifice dates back more than 2.7 million years. The only intact chamber appears to be a throne room overlooking a large depression believed to have once been an enormous lake. There is evidence that the people of Carcosa polluted their planet until it became uninhabitable, triggering a runaway greenhouse effect and spoiling the planet's fresh water supply. Research into the planet's long history will have to wait. Asari scientists evacuated when word of the Reaper attack reached the system, leaving behind data drones to explain their findings to anyone who survives. Orbital distance 3.0 AU, orbital period 5.3 Earth years, radius 7,484 kilometers, day length 40.0 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 3.4 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 67 Celsius, surface gravity 1.1 G. The Yellow King. Halley is an orange dwarf star, the cool companion to Agio, a yellow-white F-class star that is the primary source of mass light in the system. Alright, do we have anything in this place? No.
Signal confirmed.
Going in. The Library of Asher. Very nice. Cool, that's everything. I guess I'm doing this mission. Vilius is a hydrogen-methane ice giant drifting out in the frozen depths. Its orbit hosts rings of rock and ice as well as many moons, all drawn from what would otherwise be a secondary asteroid field similar to Sol's Kuiper Belt. Vilius is named for a trickster figure in Asari mythology, a crafty animal called a manal that seduced Asari maidens who then gave birth to hideously deformed offspring. In the tales, Vilius is caught and punished, but they serve as a warning to young Asari not to initiate a bond with anyone they cannot trust. Orbital distance 11.5 AU, orbital period 43.7 Earth years, radius 22,972 kilometers, day length 14.8 Earth hours. Okay, then the second planet is over here. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Shastasia is a twin to its more massive neighbour Medokos in more than one sense. The two are named for a semi-mythological pair of twins from Asari antiquity who ruled neighbouring city-states and had a lifelong dialogue about the best form of government. As the legend goes, Shasestia died before her vision of a democratic republic could be realised. Her sister, Medokos, then took up the cause, sacrificing personal power so that all free landowners in her city would have a voice. Although historians doubt the changes were entirely altruistic, pointing to uprising that demanded representation, the development was a step towards modern Asari government. Orbital distance 5.7 AU, orbital period 15.2 Earth years, radius 57,700 kilometers, day length 12.0 Earth hours. Medokos is a medium-sized gas giant. Although its mass exceeds that of Jupiter, the planet is somewhat denser and thus smaller. A large number of moons, planetsimals, and other detritus orbits Medokos, as its gravitational pull has cleared the neighborhood of material that might otherwise form an asteroid belt. Orbital distance 2.85 AU, orbital period 5.4 Earth years, radius 63,544 kilometers, day length 10.4 Earth hours. Limetus is a desertified rock planet with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and monoxide. The surface is water ice as well as occasional liquid water near volcanic areas. The planet has an abundant supply of zeolite, which the Asari use for water purification, as an ingredient in detergent, and as a shielding material for disposal of radioactive waste. A small colony still maintains the mining equipment. Despite centuries of colonization, the Asari have developed Limetus at a modest pace. The planet shows no sign of resource exhaustion. Colony founded 430 BCE, population 12,550. Capital, Irara. Orbital distance 1.5 AU, orbital period 2.0 Earth years, radius 4,109 kilometers, day length 63.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.17 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature minus 59 Celsius, surface gravity 0.76 G. I guess there's nothing in this area. Lessus is an unpopular garden world with characteristics just outside of the comfort zone of its Asari population. Its gravity is a little too high, its disease a little too virulent, and the soil is inhospitable for growing food. Further information is difficult to come by. The Asari government is uncharacteristically silent about Lessus. Normally, a garden world would settled so long ago would be highly populated, but little light pollution can be seen on Lessus' night side. Colony founded 473 BCE, population unknown, capital Maya, orbital distance 0.8 AU, orbital period 0.8 Earth years, radius 6,126 kilometers, day length 23.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.75 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 38 Celsius, surface gravity 1.23 G. Okay, with all of that said, what we want now is... Oh, I didn't notice. This is not ex-Cerberus scientist, that's the next one. Essentially, what is this mission? What's the mission I'm doing right now? This is... There's so much to do. I think it's that Masana distress signal. Hang on, I'm just trying to find the weapons. Unless we're now at a point where weapons are going to get rarer. Because that's Tachanka Bomb. Oh, maybe we're nearing a point where there's not as many weapons to collect now. Leviathan, Eden Prime, these are DLC, Tachanka Bomb, Tachanka Turian, Get Fighters, Admiral Chorus, Fuel Reactor, Communication Hub, Cerberus Fighter Base, Cerberus Abductions, the Monastery, we've not done that yet. Krogan Team, we did that. Ex-Cerberus, that's next. Grissom, Cerberus, Horizon, Vessia. Oh wow. Yeah, maybe there's actually no weapons to collect here. That is crazy. Yeah, I can't see anything. I can't see anything being grabbed from here. That's nuts. Maybe we finally are at a point now where I can just have a little bit of fun. I'm going in, I guess. I want Edie or do I want Ashley? I think I'll stick with Edie. Although taking Ashley is now getting very tempting. I think in my first playthrough I eventually swapped out Edie for Tally because I was actually romancing Tally. So it made sense to just get rid of her. Another reason why I'm kind of like tempted to swap her out for Ashley. Yeah, how's my sniper mods? What's going on here? Yeah, we're fine. It's all good, let's go!
Dig up any information on the mission, Liara?
Sorry, High Command hid a lot from us. You're headed to an Ardayakshi monastery.
Oh, it's the monastery.
Ardayakshi? Like Morinth?
No, these Ardayakshi lived in the monastery so they wouldn't or couldn't harm anyone. However, they're still powerful biotics and potentially very dangerous. That's why High Command sent commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
That is less than encouraging. What were the commandos' orders?
If there was a chance the Ardayakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Morinth was dangerous, but are the Ardayakshi this big of a threat?
Morinth was just hitting her stride. Ardayakshi who kill leave behind astronomical body counts. That's why High Command won't rest until this place is destroyed. They'd never risk a single Ardayakshi getting loose.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardayakshi sent out the distress call. If the Asari want us to destroy this place, I need to know what happened.
Agreed. Once we give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here.
Alright, this is Samara's mission. We're here. Apparently the first upgrade is right next to me. There it is. Easy peasy. Right there. Cool. Alright, let's go.
No elevator or power.
That vocalization exceeds Asari vocal cord range,
Sure does.
as do those.
Let me put on Ye Old Fire. And the next item's over here.
Did you hear that? Stay
Stay sharp.
There it is.
That was me. Sorry.
Galay's electronic signature. Okay, cool. Oh, now I've got to go to the right-hand side for the next one. To our staff and students, attaches our new daily schedule. Please note that wake-up time has been moved forward 15 minutes. Floor wardens can download chore lists later this week. Please see Matriarch Galay or myself if you have any questions or concerns. Sincerely, Superintendent Jeffra. Wake up 5:30 to 5:45 a.m. Breakfast 5:45 to 6:15 a.m. Morning meditation 6:15 to 8 a.m. Study period 8 to 10 a.m. Chores 10 to 12 p.m. Midday meal 12 to 12:45 p.m. Classes 12:45 to 5 p.m. Study period 5 to 6 p.m. Supper 6 to 7 p.m. Evening meditation 7 to 8 p.m. Free period 8 to 10 p.m. Curfew 10 p.m. Is the... Oh, that's where I was meant to go.
Reapers. Looks like we know why the commando teams went silent.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Ardat Yakshi?
You're about to find out.
Anything useful?
A floor plan marked with a nav point location for a bomb. It's planted inside the monastery's Great Hall.
At least it's no surprise Nuke gone to Chunka, but the commandos want this place gone pretty badly.
Ardat Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
Sweet, another level. Very nice. Okay, we're coming up to the next item now.
Very good. I almost didn't hear you.
Samara!
It has been some time, Shepard. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep.
What brings the Justicar out here?
My daughters have lived here for centuries, Garrus. I've come for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
You met me hunting down your other Ardat Yakshi daughter. Are these ones just as dangerous?
Valer and Rila have followed the monastery's rules ever since they arrived. They've shown no inclination toward violence.
And you're here to save them?
They are my responsibility. And it's one that cannot be abandoned, even as our galaxy crumbles.
Let's go together. Maybe your daughters can tell us why the Reapers hit this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them. We're out of time. We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Thanks, Samara.
Wait!
Now she's gone.
Let's go.
My name is Tashia Pore. I'm wounded. Bad. Give this to my bondmate, Weshra. Asked her to go to the Citadel and tell Weshra I love her. Tell her. Sorry we fought. I was an idiot. Didn't mean any of it, Weshra. Want you to have everything of mine, okay? Love you. I love you so.
I think that's the woman who is at the who's in the embassies trying to find her wife.
This was likely the Reaper's initial attack site.
Think the monastery got any warning?
Few signs of resistance. I'd say very little warning.
This is a cool level. And we're about to be introduced to Banshees. I mean, look at that. That's rad. That's a rad view. Bullets. How curious. What a strange... Sure is. Yeah. Set my guns on fire again. Keep them going.
That Asari has undergone Reaper conversion. We will have to inform it. Sorry, High Command.
We sure will, but for now, let's just go in here.
Mother, you came.
As soon as I was able. Shepard, this is Falair, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat Yakshi. They have
Mother, they have Rila.
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters. Please, you can't let that happen to Rila.
The Asari thought the Ardat Yakshi were to blame for the attack.
This is our home. Most of us are grateful to be here. The monastery is a place Ardat Yakshi can achieve peace.
Falair speaks truthfully, Shepard. I vouch for her words, with pride.
Then we have to find Rila fast. The Great Hall has a bomb in it.
A bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Falair.
You sound like the Commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Falair?
I'm sorry.
Falair! The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
We'll meet you there.
Please be swift.
Okay, I think I gotta go in there. Is there anything for me to grab over here? Nope. Anything over here?
Jethro, this is Galay. I've blocked extranet access. We don't need the students panicking about these Reaper rumors. Still, it will not hurt to tally our supplies. Please bring me an inventory before evening prayer. I'll contact Cessia later tonight to inquire what set the Asari to war. Go in peace.
Oh, it's the Reapers. It's always the Reapers. That is a big hallway. Ah, it's in there. Guess we're fighting. Good fight. Okay, we've got 2 items, the Disciple and these. After bypassing the door, we're nearly done, we've nearly got all the items, very nice. Pretty certain this ends with a big fight, this particular part of the game. Okay. What's over here? Ah, money. Jeffra, I had the new girl put in the holding chamber. The Justicar who brought her to us, Justicar Thora, said she had trouble convincing the prisoner coming to the monastery was necessary. This may explain why the girl lashed out at her guards. She's lucky Thora wasn't here for that. The Justicar's code would have demanded an execution. I'll question some other Justicars and the level of coercion Thora is permitted to use by the code. This isn't the first time her captures arrived here terrified out of their wits, but it will certainly be the last. Matriarch Gillay. Jeffler, I looked over this year's candidates to be for supervised visits to Fessia. I'm approving everyone but Yanni's. She's impulsive, cunning, and worst of all, a romantic. Find me a worse combination to let outside our walls. I find it suspicious she was even nominated. Let's look into that and pray it's not Yanni's manipulating another infatuation. It takes a great deal of time and effort to persuade Fessia's government to let our best students visit their homeworld. Unless Yanni's matures, she won't be among them, Matriarch Gillay. Good night. That's weapons bench, we don't want that. Alright, down we go. Fight night. It's getting a little too close. Get away from me. Ow! Got him. Okay, the final item is next to some containers in here. There it is. And that is it. That's all the items from this chapter. Or level. Or whatever you want to call it, really. Right, let's have a look over this commando.
Another dead commando. Was she holding off Reapers or was she left behind?
It's likely she volunteered to set up nearby explosives.
At least we're carrying on her work.
You got that right. Alright, let's do this. $400 experience. The bomb! Somebody set it up. Yeah, this is a... I'm pretty certain this is just a big, big fight.
The bomb appears intact.
So does Falaire.
Rila, wake up!
Falea, Rila cannot hear us.
Look, she's still alive.
I know, but I am afraid Rila is not.
I feel like there's a choice. Something's coming up at the end of this. Oh, I've got to do a Paragon interrupt. Okay. Simple enough. Let me make a little Saberino first.
One of them yet. She can't be. She just needs to wake up.
Rila? Rila, can you hear me?
I feels pretty weak, admittedly.
Why did she do that?
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb?
The explosives require a detonator.
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it. Later.
The glass is in the way. Where's the other one?
Last one down. For now, let's get back to that bomb.
Well, that was easy enough. That one is really screaming his head off.
Falaire, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing?
It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go.
Move!
No! Rila!
I love you.
Rila!
We're not your slaves.
Not the best,
Rila, it wasn't even time to say goodbye.
Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Falaire, the code demands an Ardat Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Falaire.
Mother, no!
My daughters, you were all.
Nope.
Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Valere?
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery,
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
then the code permits you to stay, as you are. Once this war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
I'd understand if you wanted to help Valere rebuild a home here.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers. I'll speak with Valere, then join your forces. If you'll have me, of course.
I'd be honored.
The honor is mine, my friend.
Everything's taken care of down here. Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the smoke.
It's gotten used to working for me. That's it, we got another one. Cool.
I read your report, Commander. We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb. There were no Ardat Yakshi left.
May the Ardat Yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to the monastery who I can now formally transfer to Admiral Hackett's command. They'll serve you loyally, Commander. Farewell.
Wow, she was actually helpful. Alright, let's keep going. But to be fair, people might have stuff to say about the Samara mission.
Cerberus seemed popular for a while. They were fighting the Collectors while the Council sat and watched.
And now they're killing civilians and attacking our allies.
Yep.
Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal. The Crucible Project received some new tech from the Asari government.
I'm glad they've decided to help the war effort.
Everybody has to fight now, no matter how pretty you are. I learned that the hard way. Commander?
Fucking hell, let's go. Memorial from Ashley Williams. Shepard, my sister got everything set up at the Citadel Memorial. She showed me what she's going to put up on the wall. It's nice. I wish I could do something to make this easier for her. She wants me to say something about our family. I know you're busy, but it would mean a lot if you could be there. Ashley. Found something from Miranda Lawson. Shepard, I discovered a few things about my sister. It's bad, but there's something else going on. I'm back on the Citadel. I'll find a place to meet and send you a nav point when you get here. Miranda. Surely from Jeff Moreau. Hey, Commander. Just wanted to let you know that I'm taking Edie down to Purgatory next time we've got some shore leave at the Citadel. If you want to come along and make it less weird, that'd be great. 8.8. I'm assuming that's like a smiley face. Take a break from Garrus Vicarian. Shepard. I thought next time we're at the Citadel, maybe we could take a break. Can't fight a war without a little R&R once in a while. I'll be hanging around CSEC near the shuttles if you're interested. Garrus. Headed for the front lines from Samara. Shepard, I finished my business on Lassus. I would offer to travel once again with you on the Normandy, but the code dictates I join the fight where it is most dire. While you do your essential work, I will do my best to help hold the front. Before I depart, I'll return to the Citadel for a short time to prepare. If it does not interfere with your duties, come find me there. Samara. Asari squad ready from Corinne LeMays. Commander Shepard, as of an hour ago, Asari High Command has assigned my squad to support you. We will ride with the 2nd Fleet until it's time to deploy. If you allow me a personal note, I know a few of the commandos who went down to the monastery. Nothing will bring them back, but hearing that that place went up in smokes is the only good news I've heard in weeks. Ready to serve, Captain Corinne LeMays. Getting away from work from Liara to Sony. Shepard, I need an excuse to tear myself away from all these monitors. Come see me the next time we dock on the Citadel. Liara. Visiting the Citadel. From Javik. Commander, I find this messaging system to be outdated and clumsy. I assumed that Specialist Trainer was joking when she said I had to type letters to form words. I want to visit the Citadel the next time we travel there. In my lifetime, it had been captured by the Reapers. If you would like to join me, I will be in the area where the embassies are located. I believe this concept of galactic control shared among races is a lie. Fucking hell. Javik, calm down. Javik's more cynical than me. Yeah, a lot of opportunities to wrap up a lot of stories.
Cerberus is gonna have a hard time recruiting now. Glad you talked Samara down.
I never thought I'd see her flinch from her duty.
I don't know. On one hand, that code's all she's had to live by for, God, centuries. And the galaxy goes to hell. The old rules don't cut it anymore. I mean, we're cutting some corners, right?
A few.
Well, the Alliance can always court-martial us after we save the galaxy.
Yeah, there's still time.
Commander?
What are you doing, Edie?
Monitoring reports of proton storms and other space weather. With the Reapers attacking the comm buoy systems, critical warnings may be lost.
How bad are these storms?
If we are warned, not bad. If we are not warned, very bad.
Thanks for the info, Edie.
Hello, Shepard.
Okay, that's done. Next. Gotta work our way back down the ship again.
Garrus mentioned something about you two having some fun next time you're on the Citadel. Don't get into trouble.
Oh, it'll be a while until I go back to the Citadel.
Hey, Commander. I dug out some letters my youngest sister wrote when she was in high school. She was having a hard time. Teen drama and all that. Just needed her big sis. I guess with everything that happened down there, I just wanted to read them again. You sure make some unusual friends, Shepard.
Talking about Samara?
That is not a side of the Asari I ever want to see. Shepard?
I'm pretty tempted to put Ashley on the next mission. Just to mix things up and not take Edie everywhere.
Everybody was fighting the Rachni, trying to push them back through the relay. Finally, the Krogan were turned loose and stopped them.
I see.
But when the Krogan rebelled, we had to deploy the Genophage to stop them. Wasn't the only rebellion. 1,000 years later, the Geth revolted against the Quarians. That was a whole other war. Then along came the humans. My own people tangled with them for a while, and now, to top it all off, we've got the Reapers. What about you?
The Ouroboros fought the Densorin. The Andoromai conquered the Vandomar, and the Jatil turned against the Jar.
So, I guess nobody really ever gets their act together.
The Sinreal claimed to have found the path to eternal peace.
What happened?
The Ditaka preferred war and wiped them out.
I hope you guys had alcohol.
Some of the crew seem shocked by the monstrosities we have encountered. They haven't seen what the Reapers could corrupt after 100 years. That was our war. Every battle conjured a new nightmare. This human holds such childish views of war. Your species has much to learn. Commander.
Samara's the kind of soldier we need in this war. Nothing gets in her way. I just hope I'm not in her way someday. That woman means business. Now it's a mutated Asari. The Reapers are just a giant nightmare factory that never ends. I can only imagine what the Reapers are doing to the Drell, or the Hanar, or the Vorcha. This could get a lot worse before it gets better. Maybe later.
I'm surprised actually they didn't
It's
put
a
that.
brilliant tactic, when you think about it.
But it's evil.
When has that ever mattered in war?
Yeah, but converting other life forms into Reapers? I can't wrap my head around that.
Makes sense to me. It ensures you never run out of cannon fodder. Eliminates any local resistance. And for every soldier you add, your enemy loses two. The one you converted, and his buddy on the other side who can't pull the trigger on a friend.
You sound like you admire them.
Same way I admire a virus or a thresher maw. They've adapted perfectly to their situation.
but the Reapers want to destroy us.
And I have no intention of letting them. But if you don't respect your enemy's capabilities, you're in for one nasty surprise after another.
Garrus is right. But is that really a surprise? He's pretty much right about everything.
Have we heard from Agent DeTrace yet?
She has not reported in for over 8 hours, Doctor.
She was stationed on Valchir when the Reapers invaded. I think we can assume what happened. Inform Agent Calamus he's now in charge of reporting Reaper activity past the Loas relay.
Ooh. This barrel of this Reaper weapon can be dismantled for further study. If the miniaturized energy cells powering the gun's systems are taken apart, it could lead to improvements in the damage a weapon can deal. However, an examination of its heat venting systems could instead provide the means to maximize thermal clip storage. I'm going to take weapon damage, as is tradition. Galay's electronic signature. Matriarch Galay was an Asari of some importance with connections to Asari High Command and the Council itself. Her electronic signature can be used once before security protocols realize it's been activated by somebody else. Galay's contacts can open elite training facilities for reconditioning soldiers or on behalf of the Asari Embassy grant someone a discount at all Citadel stores. I don't really care for the store discount.
Poor Rila. But I'm glad she set off that bomb, Shepard.
You're not upset the monastery was destroyed?
No, not after what I saw. I don't care that they were Ardat Yakshi. To be turned into such creatures, nobody deserves that. Feel free to look around.
Okay, no new emails. I'm out of here.
Greetings, Commander.
Well, Garrus is not over there, so we don't need to go over there. Chakwas, you got anything to say, or are you just going to say Commander?
It would help all involved.
Oh, right, yes. You want me to go to the Citadel. I'll put that to one side. Quite a lot of people want me to go to the Citadel now that I've left it. Oh yeah, Javik's upstairs. Yeah, there's some kind of weird glitch with Shepard's running in this.
So, are you doing a story on the Asari who were turned into Reaper creatures?
The Ardat Yakshi? No.
I think that story would be perfect for you. The hidden dark side of the most beautiful race in the galaxy.
We have a huge Asari audience. If I do that story, I could lose them.
That seems a bit like pandering.
Ever seen how fast an e-democracy can abandon its allies?
No.
If I do my job, you won't.
That's true.
I talked with Williams. Between the 212, Horizon, and the Council's other guards, it's like death just follows her around. Do we need to talk, Commander?
Get off my shit.
Right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
I mean, carry on. I'll speak with these two again, but I need that fucking thing from the Citadel.
So I hear the elusive man drinks bourbon. It all makes sense now.
What do you mean? You love whiskey.
Scotch, my dear girl. That scunner drinks American bourbon. Completely different.
He's right.
He's a psychotic megalomaniac. You've got problems with his choice of liquor?
You've obviously never experienced the peat aroma of a fine Ely Scotch.
He's completely correct.
Commander.
All propulsion systems are running optimal.
Cool. Let me leave. Is there anybody else in here before I go? Alright, let's keep going down.
I've always loved the M35 Mako. It's got heart, you know?
Oh, come on. The M44 Hammerhead is vastly superior.
It's the Mako superior.
That thing's made of tissue paper.
Yeah, exactly.
The Mako can take a few hits.
I'd hope so. That thing handles like a drunk rhino. No agility whatsoever.
More like a bull that can climb and climb for days.
It only climbs because of its stupid, vertically aligned Mass Effect fields. Jump or stick. No speed. No lateral movement.
Hey, with a cannon like that, who needs to move?
If you want that, why don't you just stick with the old M29 Grizzly?
Hey, I love that tank.
You would be one to love grizzly bears, Mr. Vega.
What? What's so funny?
I think I prefer the Mako to the Hammerhead because the Hammerhead dies in a hit.
The next time you blow up a monastery, let me know you've left the premises, okay? I worry about you. Is everything okay, Shepard?
Yeah, I'm fine. James, what are your thoughts on the fact that we just blew up a monastery?
Do you hear that hum?
Wow, he has nothing to say about it. Fuck me, I'm out of here. Alright, let's go to... Let's just keep going.
Joker and Edie are going to Purgatory next time we're at the Citadel. Can't wait to see how that turns out.
Yeah, Joker really, really wants that sex bot. And he's gonna get it. Alright, that's all done, and there's nothing for me to find, so... I guess I'll just be on the safe side and just do this before I leave, but I'm pretty certain there's nothing else. Alright, let's go to the next area. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I'm playing a dangerous game there. There's got to be fuel here. As with Pania, Lemnia had mining facilities in orbit, remotely controlling machines on the planet's surface to recover Lemnia's highly valued transuranic element. Unfortunately, the miners made no secret of their presence, and to find all traces of them and wipe them out, all the Reapers needed to do was access the extranet. Orbital distance 1.4 AU, orbital period 1.3 Earth years, radius 7,900 km, day length 39.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 8.69 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 479 Celsius, surface gravity 1.14 G. A rock planet exploited for minerals by robo-miners, Pania was named for an ancient mythological Asari hero. Her music was so stirring the goddess Aphame granted Pania anything her heart desired. Differing legends reflect the variety of hero cults at the time. In some stories, she became the first ruler of Almali, while others claim Pania took to the stars with Aphame herself. The robo-miners' orbital stations here have been destroyed. A number of life pods can be detected, but most are in the red, indicating that their oxygen ran out long ago. Orbital distance 0.8 AU, orbital period 0.6 Earth years, radius 5,126 km, day length 55.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature 224 Celsius, surface gravity 0.47 G. Vast swaths of Ithrone's surface are covered in thick ash, spewed into the air by chains of volcanoes across the planet. Beneath this layer of soot, Ithrone has an iron core and significant levels of cobalt in its crust. Orbital distance 0.5 AU, orbital period 0.3 Earth years, radius 10,436 km, day length 61.0 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 2.17 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 566 Celsius, surface gravity 0.79 G. Oh wow. Is there nothing here? Oh, look, there is. Good. Right, I can get out of here immediately.
Reapers eluded.
And these are already on the map. Is that it? Perfect. Okay, so that's another cluster done. Okay, that is that's... Let's go to the Athena Nebula. I don't think I've done this. Oh, fuck me. This is another absolutely enormous one. Do I do this or do I want to do Jacob's mission? Because I think the ex-Cerberus scientist is Jacob. God, there's so many planets in there. Devora is a hydrogen methane ice giant with a core of frozen ammonia. Actually, you know what? Before I start this area. Oh god. This is just separated so hot. There's 5 fucking areas. Why? The system's only gas giant has rings laced with the faintest traces of element zero dust, likely from an extrasolar asteroid pulverized by a collision with the planet's moons. Collecting and refining the Aether in dust form is a long and costly process. The Elkos Combine sought the mineral rights to Igalic from the matriarchs on Thessia, but the Reaper invasion stopped any deal from going through. The equipment here is undamaged by Reapers, the attack on Nikal likely taking priority. Orbit distance 6.5 AU, orbit period 16.6 Earth years, radius 69,039 kilometers, day length 19.2 Earth hours. After half the crew of a survey ship died in a freak accident, the ship's captain named this desert planet Krala after an ancient Asari demon of misfortune. Krala is set to delight in thwarting carefully laid plans at the last moment, tipping apparent success toward utter disaster. Legend says she only targets those whose plans are long in the making, an obvious warning against hubris for a race whose plans tend to stretch over centuries. Orbital distance 3.1 AU, orbital period 5.6 Earth years, radius 5,879 km, day length 48.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 93 Celsius, gravity 0.57 G. Nyakal is a lush planet with an overabundance of photosynthetic life, leading to oxygen concentrations greater than those on most garden worlds. This is tolerable for a few hours, but soon oxygen toxicity becomes a real danger. Asari colonies here use breathers in sealable buildings. Nykal's economy centers on agribusiness and biotechnology. Many genetically modified crops here have their origin here. Aware that the Reaper's plan of attack is to bombard industrial cities and enslave population centers, Nykal soldiers and civilians alike have retreated to the planet's impenetrable jungles. A terrestrial guerrilla war may not be enough to push the Reapers off the planet, but it has proven successful at immobilizing the enemy and forcing them to commit more resources here for little gain. Colony founded 177 CE, population 7,300,000, population estimate is pre-invasion. Capital, Aurolis. Orbital distance 1.9 AU, orbital period 2.6 Earth years, radius 11,397 km, day length 35.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 2.99 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 54 Celsius, surface gravity 1.27 G. Fissione's surface is a desert of lime streaked with sodium banks. The only real features of note are the empty calderas scattered around the fault line, suggesting Fissione was once more geologically active. While average temperatures are near habitable, Fissione has not retained a protective atmosphere and is thus a third-tier world unlikely to be terraformed. Orbital distance 1.0 AU, orbital period 1.0 Earth years, radius 6,039 km, day length 46.9 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature 55 Celsius, gravity 0.95 G.
Signal confirmed.
Perfect. Hopefully this is the only thing I need from here, but I could do with fuel. Okay, what did I get though? Okay. A war asset. Right, there is something else. It probably is fuel. Yep. Right, we can go straight down now.
Faster than light jump successful.
The ice giant Beness is the outermost gas giant of the Tamara system. It likely formed much closer to the system's star and migrated outward over time. A debris field of scrap metal near the planet suggests Reapers have been here. Orbital distance 19.9 AU, orbital period 89.0 Earth years, radius 18,809 km, day length 11.11 Earth hours. Pronoia is a methane ammonia gas giant notable for the large deposit of platinum discovered by Lucia colonists on its largest moon. Asari have been selling the precious metal used in some medical equipment to the Certa Foundation for less than its market value. The discount may have single-handedly saved Certa from bankruptcy, a debt that is rapidly being repaid galaxy-wide through Certa's humanitarian efforts. The Reaper presence in the system has no doubt cut off supplies to the Foundation. Orbital distance 10.0 AU, orbital period 31.8 Earth years, radius 16,105 km, day length 11.1 Earth hours. Niagalon is a hydrogen-helium gas giant. The Reapers have destroyed its fueling infrastructure. During the Lucia campaign that started the Krogan rebellions, Niagalon was the site of Krogan Overlord Krudak's ultimate defeat. As his flagship was discharging its drive core and undergoing repairs, an Asari commando team snuck on board and detonated resonant warp bombs, sacrificing their lives to destroy the vessel through explosive decompression. Orbital distance 5.8 AU, orbital period 14.0 Earth years, radius 58,382 km, day length 10.1 Earth hours. The Krogan rebellions began in the Asari colony of Lucia. After centuries of unabated expansion, the Krogan finally forced the Council's hand when they tried to annex this world. Aware that in a generation Lucia could be a staging base for an invasion of Phasia, the Council came to the colony's defense. They cut the Krogan supply lines off at Phasia's mass relay and inflicted heavy casualties. The Krogan here surrendered, but others across the galaxy were enraged. Lucia became the catalyst for a much greater war. More than a millennium later, Lucia finds itself once again in danger. Though the Asari have lost the high ground of space, the colony's web defense grid remains at least partially functional. Land, sea, and air forces are striking wherever they can, determined to resist until the end. Colony founded 505 BCE, population 2.2 billion, population estimated pre-invasion, capital Manoi. Orbital distance 2.6 AU, orbital period 4.1 Earth years, radius 8,479 km, day length 57.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.06 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 12 Celsius, surface gravity 1.2 G. Okay, but what's here? Not that.
I found something.
Okay, that's something. 200 units of fuel. Something else. Yep, going in. I'm assuming this is Thessia's galaxy, so I'm kind of... I guess I'm clearing it out now. Let's go over here to Vernio. If I could just, like, not run out of fuel, that'd be amazing. Fuck me, why are there so many planets? Palisa is a ringed gas giant composed of hydrogen, helium, and traces of ammonia. It has 26 moons, but the Asari extracted the most valuable resource deposits from all of them long ago. The facilities have largely been forgotten in the face of greater excitement among the system's inner planets. Orbital distance 18.3 AU, orbital period 60.2 Earth years, radius 51,136 km, day length 15.5 Earth hours. Vroom. The Asari set up research stations on the largest moon of Tritogenith, a gas giant, in order to observe the eventual collision of Promathis and Sotera. A Reaper troop transport can be seen here, indicating that the Reapers sent a small force to capture or kill the station's staff. Why they did not destroy the station outright is a mystery. It could be that the direct collision of two planets is so rare that even the Reapers wish to observe the results. Orbital distance 10.8 AU, orbital period 27.3 Earth years, radius 52,103 km, day length 11.3 Earth hours. Sotera's atmosphere retains a modest amount of oxygen, but it is too hot to support life that relies on liquid water. This is fortunate because projections show that Sotera will collide with Promathis, a planet crossing its orbit, within the next 3 years. The impact is expected to pulverize both worlds while forming new asteroids and moons. The Asari have constructed research stations at safe distances to record this rare event. Orbital distance 1.4 AU, orbital period 1.2 Earth years, radius 5,069 km, day length 22.4 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.62 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 219 Celsius, surface gravity 0.71 G. Within 3 years, Promathis will slam into a neighbouring planet, Sotera, and suffer an apocalyptic transformation. Asari explorers searching for life in Promathis's hydrocarbon morass were relieved to find none. Promathis's methane-ethane atmosphere is likely to ignite when it mingles with Sotera's oxygen, and both planets will shatter under the force of the collision. Orbital distance 1.4 AU, orbital period 1.3 Earth years, radius 6,563 km, day length 57.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 19.19 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 633 Celsius, surface gravity 0.82 G. Nauti is a rocky planet with a crushing atmosphere. Thick clouds have created a runaway greenhouse effect, locking in the brutal heat from its yellow-white star, Vernio. Much of Nauti's surface is brittle rock with deposits of molten metal. Orbital distance 0.7 AU, orbital period 0.5 Earth years, radius 10,081 km, day length 54.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 78.03 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 1,300 Celsius, surface gravity 1.842 G. Okay, nothing there, that's not good. Nothing there. That's also not good.
Signal confirmed.
Okay, I kind of also need fuel again, but... Okay, an artifact. Cool. Yeah, there's fuel somewhere. I don't fucking know where, though. I might need to evacuate first.
Reapers eluded.
I need to find the fuel. I just heard it. Right, hang on, gamers.
Faster than light jump successful.
Okay, that's not good.
Evasion successful.
Okay, that's better. Let's go. Okay, that's restocked me very nicely. Now I can go straight north.
Reapers eluded.
Fuck me. Scans show little of value on Nicaea, aside from sizable copper deposit near the equator. The only landmark of note is the wreck of a Krogan freighter, remnants of attacks on the system during the latter half of the Krogan rebellions. Orbital distance 18.7 AUs, orbital period 81.1 Earth years, radius 10,909 km, day length 54.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 146 Celsius, surface gravity 0.71 G. Tricholon is a small rock planet that was home to a centuries-old Asari venture called the Tiri Super Collider. This massive particle accelerator encircled the entire planet at an orbital distance. When political sea change among the Asari republics led to funding cuts, human scientists stepped in with the credits and labour to finish the project, renaming it the Suskind Super Collider. It came online just days before the Reapers invaded the galaxy. When the Reapers entered the system, they dispatched a swarm of capital ships towards Tricholon, treating the Super Collider as a greater threat than the Asari naval fleet stationed at Sanvez. They blasted it apart, sending debris hurtling to Tricholon's surface. Several ships carrying Super Collider stuff escaped before the Reapers hit. Orbital distance 10.0 AU, orbital period 31.7 Earth years, radius 1,905 km, day length 59.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 87 Celsius, gravity 0.25 G. The hydrogen, helium, gas giant Zillium once provided fuel for ships flying to and from Zambes. The equipment here is noted for its efficiency. Business flourished in its orbital stations, which promised roomy bunks, hydroponic food, and attention from charming Asari hostesses while ships refueled. These stations are now blasted metal. There is no fuel, aid, or comfort here. Orbital distance 5.0 AU, orbital period 11.2 Earth years, radius 63,511 km, day length 9.8 Earth hours. The hospital hydrogen and oxygen night atmosphere, temperate climate and sprawling wilderness of Sanvez made the planet a populous tourist destination. Large tracts of untamed forest surrounding the capital drew in millions of sightseers, game hunters, and biologists. The Asari, mindful of how rapid expansion has damaged the ecologies of other planets, restricted settlements. After destroying the colony's navy and anti-air defenses, Reapers landed infantry units to subjugate the local population. Destroyers keep watch in orbit, the capital ships apparently elsewhere fighting bigger battles. Colony founded 544 BCE, or population 975 million, pop estimate is pre-invasion, capital Ephia. Orbital distance 1.4 AU, orbital period 1.6 Earth years, radius 7,484 km, day length 51.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.96 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 25 Celsius, surface gravity 0.95 G. I can't believe how many fucking planets are in this galaxy. The once rich thorium resources of Ilmnos have long been mined out, mostly by remote Asari drones that operate well enough in the planet's heat and trace atmospheric pressure. There is little reason to visit this harsh world unless further deposits are discovered. Orbital distance 0.5 AU, orbital period 0.4 Earth years, radius 6,528 km, day length 22.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature 183 Celsius, surface gravity 0.83 G. Right here. That's unlucky. That's also unlucky. Of course. I can grab this, I think, before I die. But I think I've got to bounce out of society immediately after this. I'm going to go straight down. fuck me, there's the other one.
Faster than light jump successful.
Nope. Can't go from there. There we go. That's better. I can get from here. Okay, that's maxed me back out to go back into the middle.
Reapers eluded.
We're nearly done. Tavora is a hydrogen methane ice giant with a core of frozen ammonia and trace hydrocarbons. The world is named for an ancient Asari goddess of love, sex, travel, and law, spheres of influence whose overlaps initially baffled human xenoanthropologists. Asari reproductive instincts are strongly exogamous, and before alien contact, their instincts sent the Asari roaming outside their kinship groups to avoid mating with relatives. The journeys necessitated a system of rules governing guests, fugitives, and alliances, all watched over by the goddess Tavora. The Reapers have ignored Tavora so far, its science stations and moon-based mining equipment offering little strategic importance. It is likely that a destroyer will eventually be sent here to exterminate any civilians. Orbital distance 24.4 AU, orbital period 120.9 Earth years, radius 26,655 km, day length 15.5 Earth hours. A Fame is a hydrogen helium gas giant with spectacular rings. The planet's apparent magnitude varies when seen from Thessia based on atmospheric conditions and relative distance. To the ancient Asari, the mysterious star that shone in some months and disappeared in others was linked to fortune, and so it was named A Fame, after the matriarch of the Pantheon and the goddess of prophecy and fate. A Fame's worship changed over time, eventually becoming the basis for a monotheistic religion in which her maiden, matron, and matriarch aspects oversaw all stages and roles in Asari society. When an Asari says by the goddess, they are referring to A Fame. Like Janiri, the planet of Fame served as a rally point during the Reaper invasion, where fleeing Asari ships could discharge their drive core so they could make another FTL jump. The Reapers were forced to chase the Asari away from the planet, buying Thessia valuable time. Orbital distance 13.3 AU, orbital period 48.6 Earth years, radius 64,549 km, day length 18.7 Earth hours. And I hope the next galaxy is smaller than this one. This one's gone on for fucking ages. Janiri is a hydrogen helium gas giant named for an ancient Asari goddess of seasons, storms, and agriculture. With the advent of the Siari religion, Janiri's holy day, Janiris, became largely secular, but it is still celebrated on worlds with Asari influence. During the Reaper attack in Thessia, the Asari Armada used Janiri as a staging base for their hit-and-run attacks on the invading Reapers, striking, jumping to FTL to lose pursuers, and discharging the static into Janiri's magnetic field as they prepared for another attack. This forced the Reapers to mount a counter-offensive to drive the Asari away from the planets, using ships that would have otherwise been hammering Thessia itself. Orbital distance 6.6 AU, orbital period 17.0 Earth years, radius 54,704 km, day length 8.8 Earth hours. The lifeless sister planet to Thessia lacks water or oxygen. It is covered instead with deserts, the air a mix of carbon dioxide and ethane. The manageable temperatures and gravity on Piaris led to heavy exploitation for mineral wealth in the beginning of the Asari space age. Today, Piaris is largely mined out. Piaris is named for an ancient Asari goddess of death who was not seen as a malefic figure, but as one who guided Asari spirits on their final journey. From her home in the stars, she could grant an Asari who had lost a lover the ability to restore them to life in another body. This legend, heavily modified, formed the basis for a recent highly profitable human sim called Nakia Corridor. The Reapers targeted Piaris from orbit, its population too small to bother harvesting. Wreckage of the old dome cities and spaceports dot the landscape. Orbital distance 1.75 AU, orbital period 2.3 Earth years, radius 5,984 km, day length 35.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 2.94 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 61 Celsius, surface gravity 0.9 G. Come on, we're nearly done. The Asari homeworld has been called the crown jewel of the galaxy, the apex of democracy, and the beating heart of galactic love. Its republics have a remarkably low incidence of war, disease, violent crime, or famine, running a stable economy backed by wealthy colonies and Thessia's vast Element Zero reserves. Traces of Ezo in the water and soil are so common that most life on Thessia has adapted to its presence. Thessia's fortunes have been upended by the Reaper assault. The communications infrastructure that forms the backbone of the society's e-democracies has been eliminated. Millions are without power, water, or food, and moved to coerce the Asari into widespread surrender. This is a necessary part of the Reaper strategy, since husks alone have difficulty disarming or capturing a population full of biotics. Population 5.5 billion. Population orbital stations 33,000. Pop estimates of pre-invasion. Orbital distance 0.94 AU. Orbital period 0.9 Earth years. Orbital radius 5,940 kilometers. Day length 27.6 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.96 Earth atmosphere. Surface temperature 25 Celsius. Surface gravity 1.1 G. Wrapped in a crushing haze of hydrogen and methane, Corinth is named for an Asari goddess of war and hunting, the two being similar in the Asari mindset. The planet is particularly bright in Thessia's morning and evening skies, enough to cast noticeable shadows on moonless nights. Understandably, warriors and hunters operating at night were grateful for Corinth's blessing. The planet was never heavily exploited for minerals. Early Asari explorers focused on the asteroid belt, and by the time robo-mining machines were created that could withstand the intense heat, more lucrative planets were already on the star charts. Modern charts record several scientific stations orbiting the planet, but it appears that all have been destroyed by the Reapers. Orbital distance 0.45 AU, orbit period 0.3 Earth years, radius 4,103 kilometers, day length 57.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 69.95 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 734 Celsius, surface gravity 0.32 G. Okay, well, where's the thing I need?
Signal confirmed.
Oh, interesting. There's no Reaper showing up to beat me up. This is backwards. A fresh change. There we go. Nice. Is that it? Are we done? Yeah, we're finally out of here. Fuck me. That galaxy just went on. That never stopped. Let's mix things up. Let's do this mission. Since I've already got 100% here, I don't need to read anything out. Flip side though, I've also not been in here yet, but it does say I've done it 100%, so I assume there's nothing here. Alright, where's the ex-Cerberus scientist mission so that I can grab these? Here we go. Alright, I've got a couple planets to read out because this is clearly a new area. Nearest, a moderate-sized hydrogen-helium gas giant, is of mild interest to Turian scientists because of its abnormal atmospheric composition. The planet has only a fraction of the expected methane, with high levels of carbon monoxide and ethylene instead. Orbital distance 6.2 AU, orbital period 15.5 Earth years, radius 56,378 kilometers, day length 12.6 Earth hours. A large terrestrial planet, Antinax, has been passed over by the Turians and potential investors alike. When the Turians won the planet from the Krogan, they sought to sell mineral rights, but ultimately found no buyers. One survey team dubbed it a stinking world with nothing to recommend it but brimstone and bad steel, and like Gelix, the planet was soon forgotten. Despite being farther from its planet star than Gelix, Antinax has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen, methane, and ethane greenhouse gases that retain significant heat. There are a few valuable minerals on Antinax, the most abundant being sulfur and iron. Orbital distance 3.05 AU, orbital period 5.3 Earth years, radius 9,584 kilometers, day length 34.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 20.88 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 214 Celsius, surface gravity 1.5 G. Eros is the Turian word meaning overlook or pleasant view, not to be confused with humanity's mythological Eros. The name refers to the planet's nearly absent atmosphere, allowing visiting probes and rovers a sweeping view of its volcanic mountains. Eros's hematite deposits give the world a reddish colour. Accessible deposits of iron and copper have attracted second-tier Turian and Volus conglomerates that robo-mine the surface. Orbital distance 0.8 AU, orbital period 0.7 Earth years, radius 7,095 kilometers, day length 37.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature 127 Celsius, surface gravity 1.33 G. And finally, Gelix was given to the Krogan after the Rachni Wars, but bitterly contested in the Krogan rebellions and reconquered by the Turians. This left the Turians as caretakers to a levo-amino acid-based world that they could not inhabit themselves but were unwilling to give up. In cooperation with the Vol Protectorate, the Turians attempted to rent the planet out for colonization. Between the high price and a surface littered with unexploded ordnance, however, Gelix found few reputable tenants. Its most notable inhabitants were penal colonies. To those who know of it today, Gelix is a symbol of tragic waste, an entire garden world nearly forgotten by the galaxy at large. Colony founded 658 CE, Krogan, 801 CE, Turian, population 54,000, capital, Anapondas, orbital distance 1.6 AU, orbital period 2.0 Earth years, radius 3,842 kilometers, day length 19.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.40 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 4 Celsius, surface gravity 0.774 G. Let's go. I can't believe how much there was. Yeah, let's take Ashley. Let's mix things up. I mean, that's pretty good. The fire rate is... I like the Vindicator a lot. I'll just go with recharge speed. I mean, this doesn't matter. I don't use it anyway. 32? Well, that's already maxed. Oh, right, yeah, of course, because you're from the start of the game. Increase accuracy bonus by 30%. Increase firing rate bonus. Go with accuracy. Whoops, I didn't finish maxing her out. Whoopsie daisy.
What's the word? Do we know how long these scientists have been holed up out here?
Not much in the mission brief.
Sir, I'm picking up chatter from a Cerberus squad engaging the supply depot.
Engaging the scientists?
And if I'm reading it right, sounds like more troops are on the way.
Okay, set us down, then get out of here. I need these scientists alive.
Jacob!
No wonder Cerberus abandoned this place. It's freezing.
Alright, just keep moving.
It's a very cold location. Let me max out Ashley because I didn't actually finish. I don't know which one she's going to use the most. So for her, I'll just kind of put points in like this. Let's boost your overload, actually, on that note. Imagine picking or whatever. Let's go.
What did these people do to bring this down on their heads?
Fucking got him. Simple as that. Hell yeah, that was a good shot.
All clear. Check for survivors.
I don't think there's anything over here. Let's just get straight in there. It's me, Jacob. It's your best friend. Remember all of our talks?
Shepard!
Jacob, how bad?
I'll live. I think.
This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance. The enemy is clear for now. Open the door.
Is Jacob there? It's okay, Bryn.
Jacob. Oh my god.
I'm all right. The others didn't make it.
What are you doing here?
I'm supposed to be protecting these people from the elusive man and his attack dogs.
Are they gone?
For now, but they'll be back. Sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'll walk it off. Save my life one more time and I'll start owing you.
This one's on the house.
Hey, yo. Good to see you too.
Staying out of trouble, I see.
Shepard, this is Dr. Bryn Cole. She's in charge here.
Tell me what's going on. Intel says you're Cerberus.
We're all ex-Cerberus. Scientists, mostly.
Civilians?
Call us refugees. If we hadn't run, we'd be dead.
Why does the elusive man want to kill you?
Our stories are different, but the themes are the same. We were each using information from the collector base to work on the different components of a larger tech. After someone completed their component, they disappeared. No bodies, just gone. As we progressed, we started feeling like we were signing each other's death warrants.
The elusive man doesn't mess around. If he can't control it, he'll destroy it.
The brain trust here has to be a significant loss for him.
You had to know they were going to find you.
It's a pretty smart bunch. We covered our bases.
But the elusive man is one tenacious bastard.
Time to evacuate.
Agreed. Just need to get the AA guns on the roof back online. Cerberus is jamming them somehow. With those guns down, Cerberus will just blow our escape shuttles out of the sky.
Might be the network link.
I'll check and meet you upstairs.
Jacob, you should get that wound looked at.
I'm good. I mean, I will.
Commander, I should see to my people. Join me upstairs when you can.
Okay.
Jacob Taylor, way out here. That's a surprise.
Come here with these people. It was his idea.
Your partner was brave. He wouldn't want you to crumble like this.
He's right.
We're getting out of here alive. I promise.
Pay no attention to the explosions outside the door. Okay, money. Private message from Horace to Bryn. Bryn, I don't like this. I managed to get eyes on some of the research the others were doing, and I'm getting a sense of the big picture here beyond anything we could have imagined. In our worst nightmares, kind of imagined. I'm going to start sabotaging my work. That's how bad it is. We need to meet up and talk ASAP. H.
Commander Shepard, Dr. Gavin Archer. We met on Project Overlord.
Oh!
That's one way of putting it.
Yes. Well, after you took my brother to Grissom Academy, I tried putting all that behind me. I don't suppose you have any news from there. I've heard rumors the Academy is in trouble.
Let him worry.
I was at Grissom Academy.
Let him
Cerberus
worry.
tried abducting the students, but David's okay.
Oh, thank God. Commander, you have no idea what that means.
It's It's a little late to start worrying about his safety now.
I never stopped. I know you think I'm a monster, and you're right. Not a day goes by where my dreams aren't haunted by what I did to David. All I can do now is hope that one day he forgives me.
What are you doing here?
I strayed too far from the path. This was my only refuge. As a boy, I wanted to be a scientist remembered for doing right by the world, curing a disease or discovering a new element. Not a monster who tortured his own brother.
What did you say to the elusive man?
I told him if his intention was to work with the devil, he only had to look in the mirror. I wanted out of his nightmare.
He just let you go?
If it had been that easy, I wouldn't be hiding here. Every Cerberus soldier in the galaxy has orders to shoot me on sight.
What happened to Project Overlord?
Shut down, Bruno.
After your intervention, the elusive man insisted I find another test subject. Someone who shared my brother David's abilities. I couldn't bear the thought of reliving the nightmare, so I destroyed all of my research. Overlord is no more.
Thanks, man.
I have to go. And I'm not even going to pretend it was good to see you again.
I understand. But Commander, thank you for saving David. Both times.
Shepard just fucking hates him. Okay, that's the first item.
I need you up here. Don't be a jerk. There's only 2 of those guys. It'll just take me a minute.
And make sure those samples from Project Mia get out on the second shuttle.
I've already dropped one box. My hands were shaking so hard.
We're going to make it.
What's the status of the guns?
Still waiting. I have my best people on it.
How many scientists are here?
43, plus research assistants.
You ran with over 40 people?
When you fear for your life, there's a lot you can do.
Bryn, I can't possibly dismantle the genetic amplification components in time.
I'm sorry, Dr. Boehner. It's important work, but right now you need to tend to your family.
Wait, there are families here? Children?
That just upped the ante.
So these refugees brought everyone with them?
Yes. We have about 17 kids here. Partners, spouses, parents. I promised these people refuge. A new life free from Cerberus. I just never imagined the elusive man would...
That's what evil counts on. That it's hard for good people to imagine. Okay. Everyone left gets out of here alive. This escape will have to be carefully executed.
I'd hoped. We tried so hard to make sure it wouldn't come to this.
What's the news?
Can't tell. Only know I can't fix it from here. I'm going to the roof. Cerberus landed a shuttle there a couple minutes ago. You in?
Jacob, you're injured. I'll fix the guns.
No way. These are my people. I'm going.
Just because you survived one suicide mission doesn't mean you get 2.
Fine. But I'm gonna talk you through it from here. Cerberus is probably jamming the satellite link. Radio me when you found the controls and I'll give you the override code.
Will do.
Alright then. I might end it here. Taurian toxin data. Oh.
Some kind of poison. Tailored to Turians.
Personal log, Damini Sengupta. Attempts are ongoing at figuring out what the end product of our research was meant for. While it is obvious that the delivery system was to be implant reliant, with evident neurological applications, many questions remain as of yet unanswered. The loss of Dr. Horace Armstrong in particular is hindering our efforts to speedily reconstruct the nature of the elusive man's goals. We have several parts of the whole which led us to chilling conclusions, but we are nowhere near figuring out what said whole might be, and that is what scares me the most. Right, before I
Let me. I'll purge it and meet you at the shuttle bay. I don't want to die. Go!
Just go. No, I'm okay. Let's just do this.
Shepard, I'm in here.
Is that it? No, that's not it. I know you're in there. I don't want to be in there. I'm looking for something else. Personal log, bring call. With Jacob's help, we have managed to ascertain that several of our colleagues were in fact killed. Contracts terminated is what Cerberus calls it. Makeda, Scott, Daniel, Chunhei, Anika, and so many others I didn't even know about. All of them gone, disappeared without a trace, just like that. We should have left sooner. I don't know why we waited so long. I can't remember what seemed so important that we had to stay just one more day. What was I thinking? I'm being silly. Apparently...
Let's just get the hell out of here. Commander Shepard's here. So what?
What do you mean, so what? I'm the best. Fuck you. There it is. I think that's what I was looking for.
Let's just focus on getting out of here alive.
All right, let's talk to Bryn, and then I think I'll stop there. Let's get all the Bryn conversations done and out of the way.
Dr. Cole, got a moment?
Of course.
What's your relationship with Jacob? We went through a lot together.
An old colleague of his introduced us. Through Jacob's eyes, I started to recognize what the elusive man had become. I guess I was so in love with my work that I refused to see the obvious. Its sponsor had become corrupt.
I get that. That's why it's important to have good people around you.
I don't know what we would have done without him.
What kind of work did you do for Cerberus?
Until the elusive man became preoccupied with the collectors, I worked in physics. It was a researcher's paradise. I had access to cutting-edge tech and all the personnel I needed. The elusive man spares no expense for technical perfection.
That technical perfection's almost killed me a few times.
It also saved your life. Strange to think about, I would imagine.
Maybe.
But then, life is full of uncomfortable ironies. Isn't everyone's?
How did you get away?
I was a loyal senior employee. There's a lot of freedom in that. When our fourth colleague disappeared, we organized and were out the door in days.
And until now, Cerberus never suspected you were hiding right under their noses.
We honestly thought we had it all figured out. It's humbling.
So what's this work of yours that Cerberus wants so badly?
It's based on tech gathered from the collectors. In essence, it involves dissecting Reaper-to-Collector communications. Dr. Horace Armstrong and I were working on a practical human application. An implant of sorts. Once he'd completed his component and moved on to less valuable work, he disappeared.
Okay. I think that's it, because I feel like one of the topics is gone.
Thanks, Dr. Cole. I'll let you get on with the packing.
Thank you again for everything you're doing for us.
No problem. Right, okay, so the next part is Jacob. So I'll leave it there. So tomorrow we'll continue this mission. It's going to be even more side quests, because there's a lot of them that we got to get through. There's a lot of side quests, but tomorrow's Friday, so I can play the game for longer. So thanks for watching. Have a good evening. More Mass Effect 3 tomorrow, and hopefully I'll see you then. See you later.